Hello and welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 and Hits 103.9 FM in Accra, in Kumasi on Love 99.5 FM, and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions, including ATL FM Cape Coast, Might FM Tamale, Bewa Radio Yendi, and Nkiligi FM Bole. Now get radio, TV, and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up, armed forces launch operation to rid the country's border communities of suspected terrorists, nomadic herdsmen, and illegal immigrants.
This problem is getting really bad, and so armed forces is helping RESEC to really deal with this issue.
Details as the Deputy Defense Minister says so far 20,000 persons have been repatriated, with more expected in the coming days. Also, the big decision on how to bring a human into the world. Will it be a cesarean section or vaginal delivery? The question every pregnant woman will have to answer.
So I chose to do an elective CS because I think I had some fears about doing the natural labor.
In business,
Ghana's interest rates overtake Egypt as highest among 15 top African countries. Details on the Joy Business Report.
And later, Tamale Islamic Science Senior High School topples Tamale Senior High School to win Northern Zonal Championship for the first time.
We are the super hunters. That means that the lions are nothing.
The lion. You see it on top of our car. We are taking it.
We are grateful to the Almighty Allah for making us witness this day.
These and more with me, Mamisi Nyamiche Thompson. We are Joy News, independent, fearless, and credible. The Ghana Armed Forces has launched an operation to rid the country's border communities of suspected terrorists, with some of whom have disguised themselves as nomadic herdsmen. The operation is also to ensure illegal immigrants and others living unlawfully in the country are sent back to their countries. In an interview with Joy News, Deputy Defense Minister Kofi Amankwa Menu said so far over 20,000 persons have been repatriated to their communities, with more expected in the coming days.
This problem is getting really bad, and so armed forces is helping RESEC to really deal with this issue of not allowing these illegal immigrants and then the herdsmen and these terrorist groupings free movement. 20,000. And the numbers keep increasing by the day because of the fact that our neighboring countries have intensified security actions against these terrorism groupings, and so we have many of them blocking into Ghana because of the peace we have in this country. But that peace is something we really must protect and make sure we continue to enjoy.
Deputy Defense Minister Kofi Amankwa Menu. Last night, the former Minister for Trade and NPP flag-bearer hopeful Dr. Kofi Konadu Apreku made an appearance on Joy News' PM Express show and shared his vision to keep government lean but strong if he gets the nod to become president. He says he will not keep more than 40 ministers under his administration if given power to lead the country. He believes that ministries, including Chieftaincy Affairs, Agriculture, Fisheries, and some others, will be scrapped if he becomes president.
I don't think I'll go beyond 35, 40. I don't believe that there's a necessity for Fisheries Ministry, Ministry of Chieftaincy Affairs. Without disrespect for our chiefs, I think we don't need that ministry. You look at Ministry of Fisheries, Agriculture, Fishery, they all go together. I feel very comfortable that I can govern this country with 40 ministers.
The former trade minister disclosed that he would have accepted the position of a finance minister under the Akufo-Addo administration, though he was not offered any position.
I've been a member of parliament.
You would have preferred a trade minister in Akufo-Addo's government?
I would not have preferred a trade minister because I've been a trade minister. And
a finance minister?
My background, I wouldn't have mine at all.
You would have accepted it?
Yes.
But he stuck with Ken Ofori-Atta?
Yes. So I had to find a job. And so I don't understand. It's not a betrayal. If anything at all, it should be the reverse.
That they betrayed you?
Well, whatever you want to, they did not find a use for me. A use for me that was appropriately packaged.
And now, an update on the leaked tape purporting to be a plot to remove Dr. George Ekufu-Dampare as the Inspector General of Police. The Minority on Parliament's Defence and Interior Committee is calling for an independent probe to establish the motive of the leaked audio. James Agalga is the Minority spokesperson on Defence and Interior and has been speaking to Joy News about the way forward on the claims in the audio.
Should even be picked the NIB, not the police, because their police officers themselves could have some influences here and there. They should be picked up by the NIB and properly interrogated. So, well, the two procedures could go side by side, but what is important is that the probe should be independent in character, so that at the end of the day, there are no cover-ups.
Well,
there should be authentication. The appropriate security apparatus should get to the bottom of the matter, and if needs be, appropriate charges preferred.
Ranking member on the Defence and Interior Committee, James Agalga. The decision to deliver a baby through caesarean section or opt for a vaginal delivery is a significant choice for expectant mothers. While vaginal delivery is the natural and most common method of childbirth, an increasing number of pregnant women are opting for caesarean section. My colleague Karin Obing explores some of the reasons why.
A baby is delivered through caesarean section. The mother is relieved. She had endured long hours of labor, and finally, the doctor decided to remove the baby surgically. A gynecologist at the Rich Hospital, Dr. Richard Apiankroma, explains why many women are choosing caesarean section over vaginal delivery.
So we counsel them thoroughly. We let them know that these are the risks involved. Some of them just need close monitoring and they'll deliver beautifully. That is what we need in Ghana.
The World Health Organization recommends that caesarean section be performed only when medically necessary. But many women in Ghana opt for caesarean section as an elective.
So I chose to do an elective CS because I think I had some fears about doing the natural labor. Really, I wanted to avoid that experience.
But this is just one reason some women will consider caesarean section. Others want surgical removal of their babies because they believe spontaneous vaginal delivery loosens the vaginal wall.
And now to the National Science and Maths quiz. In a bitter rivalry and nerve-wracking contest, Tamale Islamic Science Senior High School toppled two-time Northern Zone champions Tamale Senior High School to make their debut win. Now, attempts by Tamasco to overturn the contest at the fourth round after trailing Islamic Science Senior High School by 1 point ended in defeat. Emmanuel Bright Kweko reports from Tamale.
The new champions for the northern region, Tamale Islamic Science Senior High School. They have ended the reign of the Lions from Tamale Secondary School. They've made history for their school. Atabir! Killing the lion, how does this feel?
Getting to the round 4, they were thinking that they would took the trophy. But we really showed it and we are more than that.
This is not the first time. Yeah. And we're just praying that what happened the last time will happen today. Yeah, that's all.
We have put in a lot of efforts, and we knew that God, being the Almighty, will crown our effort with success today. And we are grateful to the Almighty Allah for making us witness this day.
We are the super hunters. That means that the lions are nothing. The hunters are nothing. The super hunters are the best.
The lion. You see it on top of our car. We are taking it. You asked me that we are going to meet Achimota, and I told you what the Kabukata. Have you seen it? That's what I was talking about.
Emmanuel Bright Kweko's report ending the bulletin. In our top story, Ghana Armed Forces has launched an operation to rid the country's border communities of suspected terrorists, nomadic herdsmen, and illegal immigrants. I am Amisi Nyamiche Thompson. Business is next on the Super Morning Show.
Papa see that? And his rickety car. Hey, Papa! Papa!
Bobo, so how your engine now?
It is half man, half amazing. Thanks to Quartz and you can feel better energy. Can't touch this. Actually, guys, so Sancho's engine just died like that? Yes, so somebody managed to convince him that there is a better engine oil than Quartz, and he switched. Sancho Panzapa. Now, which engine can be better than Quartz? No other, my guy. Quartz with its age-resistant technology, it keeps your engine younger for longer. Now you know. Have you guys seen the new bottle design? It's superb. Quartz 9000 from Total Energies there improves fuel efficiency. Why do you think Mr. Mane and Logoso have taken the Quartz Nation Movement World Cup like that? Sorry. Chairman. Quartz. Keep your engine younger for longer.
Okay. If I leave work now, I can beat traffic, get takeaways for dinner with the girls, and be on time to pick up Sam and his mom from the hospital. Proud to belong to ABSA.
We know that life is go, 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 and that it's hard to make time for the things that really count. That's why with ABSA's digital channels, you can bank when, where, and how you want, so you can focus on what or who is important to you. Get things done simply with our digital channels. That's Africanacity, that's ABSA.
Life's battle during retirement are not won by the strongest. Sooner or later, those who win are those who prepared for it. Ensuring your future is your responsibility to your family and loved ones. Progress Trustees, a company that guarantees a cheerful life of retirement for both formal and informal sector workers. The Progress Occupational Pension Scheme, the Progress Provident Fund Scheme, and the Progress Personal Pension Scheme helps you achieve peace of mind during retirement. We also provide administration services for employer-sponsored schemes, including staff welfare schemes seeking to outsource their day-to-day administration of their second-tier occupational pension and third-tier provident fund scheme. Start your journey to your envisaged quality life during retirement by contacting us on 0504-368-048 on our website www.progresstrusteesgh.com. Progress Trustees, a joyous retirement begins here.
Kickstart your day the safe and right way with a freshly brewed cup of piping hot coffee from Shell Bakery or Vida E Cafe. Reconnect and catch up with friends and unwind over cheesy burger goodness during your lunch break at Burger King. Relax this evening with drinks and meals at Honeysuckle and Starbites.
Relax and enjoy the perfect weekend plan filled with fun, food, and family at KFC, Burger King, or Starbites.
Refuel your energy at Shell and let your adventure drive you on this road trip.
Take a break at any of our Shell stations and enjoy any of these great offers from our partner restaurants. Shell, go well.
Charlie, that be the sound you hear when things make hot. I'm sure this is not battery, just cash flow. Laja no day. It is safe to say we are all facing challenging times. We are all wondering how we are going to lighten our financial burdens. Nowhere cool. But don't worry, with a little help from your trusted bank, Societe Generale Ghana, be biara fine. Societe Generale Ghana is making all its customers happy with the Yatiso Loans promo. In fact, SG Ghana customers and even non-customers who are on the controller and accountant general payroll can enjoy access to our amazing discounted loans. Don't waste time. Get your loan today. Step into a branch or call 0302-214-314 to get the ball rolling. Terms and conditions apply. Remember, promotion ends on 7th August 2023. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you.
Don't you worry. Just be happy. Don't you worry.
Pay attention, all my Africans and African Americans in the diaspora, plus my white brothers and sisters. What if I told y'all the most trusted real estate company in Ghana, Sukasa, would like to take y'all on a nationwide tour, highlighting prime real estate and investment opportunities. Sukasa builds affordable luxury homes with 2, 3, 4 bedrooms. Come get the real value for your money, plus they have very convenient payment policies with 100% guaranteed cash back. This fully gated or grants and communities include malls, cinemas, and all social amenities, plus 24-hour security. All you gotta do is sign up for the tour for a measly couple $1,000 and come see what could be yours in real life. The African dream is alive. Contact Sukasa on 030-296-0865 or 055-369-7886. Sukasa GH on all social media platforms. Email info@sukasa.com.gh. The Sukasa experience is also bringing on board a bunch of other property developers, which means patrons get a variety of options to buy from. This is powered by Government of Ghana, Beyond and Return Secretariat, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Works and Housing, Diaspora Affairs, the Office of the President, British High Commission, and the UK Chamber of Commerce. Media partners, Joy FM, City FM, Peace FM, Business and Financial Times, Graphic Online, and many more. Sukasa, building on trust.
Come with me. Welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM and the 6 a.m. news brought to us by Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. Absa Bank Ghana Limited, helping you find a way to get things done. So you know that a poorly maintained car engine can age faster. That's why we offer specially formulated quartz engine oil with age resistance technology. It's a breakthrough innovation that ensures optimal performance for your engine and improves protection against mechanical wear by up to 74%, even under extreme temperatures and pressure. Choosing quartz from Total Energies is choosing the engine oil that keeps your engine running efficiently and effectively. Quartz, keep your engine younger for longer. And coming up now is the Joy Business Report brought to us by Glyco Life Travel Insurance. Glyco, we cushion you for life. Akpafu.
Hey, morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm good.
Great.
Yeah.
So when was the last time you visited a tourist site in Ghana?
When was the last time? I don't remember the last time I did.
Akpafu.
Yeah, I do. Tourist site. Oh,
Akpafu. You don't visit tourist sites in this country?
I don't know. Perhaps when I was in school and then they organized these tours to some of these tourist sites, but I don't remember at all.
Really?
I don't remember at all.
No, Akpafu, you can't do that.
No, I'm even really trying hard. Perhaps I may have missed it, but no, I don't think I've been somewhere recently.
You can't remember?
I can't remember.
Oh, you were not at you're not at Ebri Gardens last year?
No, but I've been there before.
Okay, you were not there last year.
But not last year.
Oh, no.
But not last year.
You see, you have to visit our tourist sites. Because, look, I'm just looking at, this data from the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture that says between 2016 to 2020. I mean, there's the data that I got. And it says, for instance, if you look at the Ebri Gardens, okay, in 2018, there were 27,887 visits.
Okay.
The site with the most visits is Kakum National Park. In 2016, 131,000. 2017, 118,000. 2018, 127,000. 2019, 126,000. And 2020, 54,000 because of COVID-19, we know.
Right. Well, I'm interested in knowing how these sites have been improved over time. I mean,
good. I mean, that's a very good question. And this morning we're joined by the Deputy Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture, Mark Okrekumante.
Okay.
So we would ask that question on your behalf. But
yeah,
it's also
and then there's also the concern about access routes to some of these destinations.
But there's also the question of you visiting these tourist sites.
I don't know. Maybe they are not marketing them enough. I don't know.
Or maybe you've not made any effort.
Yeah, because I've been to Ebri Gardens, and just as you're mentioning right now, I'm just wondering what has changed since the last time I went there. Has something changed about the place? I mean, nobody's saying anything, so I mean, there's no motivation to go.
Look, this man, I met the CEO of the South African Tourism Authority one time, and he said, mention any sector and I'll tell you the impact of tourism within that sector. When you talk about health, he says there's health tourism.
Yeah.
Educational tourism. And in fact, look, I'm looking at the ministry's own document, for instance, and they will tell you, what people came to do in the country, some of the reasons that brought them here. Sometimes it's business. Okay, so people just don't come because, they're coming just because of tourism. They also come sometimes because they're coming to, do a lot of business here. Okay, so for instance, international tourist arrivals by purpose of visit. Business in 2020 was 33%. Visits is 12.5%. So a lot of people come here because of business. Okay?
Yeah.
We'll get into all of these right here on the Super Morning Show. We'll look at how we're promoting, our tourism sector, how we can enhance it, how we can make all the money out of it. Yes, we've been talking about the beyond the return and how today Ghana has become, the party hub.
And we've got very nice places, especially in the Volta region, that are not promoted as they should be. Yeah, so
you
somebody's
see,
got to take
you should be visiting those places. Don't just talk about them. Anyway, let's go for the Joy Business Report with Darryl Kwao and the team.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up this morning, Ghana's interest rates overtake Egypt as highest among 15 top African countries. Also coming up, Finance Minister appeals for continuous sacrifice as he admits government is facing liquidity challenges. Plus, the Finance Minister expected to present a major media budget review on the 27th of this month to Parliament. Details coming up. Thanks for being with us. My name is Darryl Kwao. First up, interest rates in Ghana overtook that of Egypt to become the highest among 15 top African countries. According to the weekly fixed income update compiled by some investment firms, the rates of about 24 and 26% for the 91-day and 182-day treasury bills were the highest among these top African economies. There is more in this report.
Despite the rate falling significantly in March this year due to the domestic debt exchange program, they have gone up consistently to almost 30% for the 364 days since then and are even classified among the highest globally. Again, average lending rate hovering around 38% ranks Ghana among the highest on the continent. Interest rates are expected to rise further in the coming week as government seeks more liquidity to finance its projects. This is coming on the back of competitive yields on the Bank of Ghana's open marketing operations bills. Indeed, the relentless pace of inflation has stretched real returns on short-term securities further down into negative territory. So if you have bought treasury bills in recent times, the return on your investment is negative. Finally, it's unclear whether the Bank of Ghana will increase the monetary policy rate from the current 29.5% to help mop up excess liquidity in circulation to control inflation, though some analysts have argued that any such move may affect the real sector of the economy.
That was a Business Desk report. Now, the Ghana Association of Savings and Loans Companies has said that the issues of non-performing loans and high interest rates among its members will be heavily discussed at its annual general meeting, which begins today. Now, the issue came to the fore after the Bank of Ghana cautioned savings and loans companies to reverse the trend to avoid financial risks. Speaking to Joy Business, Executive Secretary of the Association, Trinibua Kodja-Boache, said the macroeconomic environment could be partially blamed for the high interest rates and increasing bad debts.
We must also appreciate that it doesn't happen in a vacuum. Where you have rising inflation, the economy is not doing well, your country risk is high, and also T-bill rates are very high, your investors and your depositors will always look for a higher interest on your loan, on the loans they will give to you or the deposits they will place with you. We also have seen that the legal system, we also need to look at it so that these default loans, we can fully deal with it. And this is where we have been calling for a special court to handle the issue of default or recovery.
That was Executive Secretary of the Ghana Association of Savings and Loans Companies, Trinibua Kodja-Boache, speaking to Joy Business ahead of the association's annual general meeting today. Now, Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta is appealing to bondholders to continue with their sacrifice as government is making efforts to clear all outstanding debt instruments. According to him, confidence in the economy is coming back despite the challenges with liquidity, hence the need for some patience. The minister was reacting to the move by the individual bondholders to suspend plans to picket the Finance Ministry after some payment orders were issued. Here's a report.
Speaking on the coupon payment for bondholders, Mr. Ofori-Atta called for more sacrifice since liquidity has become a challenge for the government.
I think really, it's been a very difficult period. As you know, July last year, as a country, we're really unsure of the direction that we're going to be going. Clearly, we all worked very hard, and by May 17th, we had received the fund approval. But there's going to be continuing sacrifices because liquidity is a problem. And we must, as a nation, as I mentioned, begin to understand and speak one language in this period in which we are trying to rebuild to get back into sort of stability. As you can see, there's quite a bit of confidence coming in.
Meanwhile, the leadership of the various bondholder groups and government are expected to issue a communique on payment terms for subsequent matured coupons.
Technical people are meeting, and so far the Lord has been helpful in that. And I think all of us as Ghanaians need to appreciate that these are not normal times. But with where we were last July and where we are today, clearly we should have hope and excitement for the future.
Meantime, Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta is expected to present the media review of budget estimates on Thursday, July 27. This is what Joy Business has picked up from persons working on the presentation. But will there be a supplementary budget, and what will be the focus of this presentation? Here's George Afi with details.
The date, according to these persons that are working on the media review of estimates, maintain that it could still change at the last minute. This is because this is subject to developments in Parliament. This is despite the fact that the July 27 date has been agreed between the Ministry of Finance and the leadership of Parliament. The Finance Minister, Ken Ofori-Atta, is expected to use the presentation to review some of the macroeconomic targets that are set out in the 2023 budget. Some analysts have argued that due to the current challenges facing the economy, it will be difficult to meet the targets set out in last year's budget. Hence this review. One can also see that with Ghana securing an IMF program after the 2023 budget was presented, there might be the need to review some of the programs that was outlined in the budget. However, one is not sure whether the Finance Minister, Ken Ofori-Atta, may introduce a supplementary budget. The country's Financial Management Act requires the Finance Minister not later than July 31 of each year to come to Parliament for a media review. We should also include an update of revenue performance as well as expenditure for the first half of this year. There are also some instances where there could be reallocation of funds to other sectors of the economy that should be approved by Parliament.
George Afi with that report. Ghana's forex market is expected to be strengthened further following decision by bulk oil distributors to engage government to resume participation in the Gold for Oil program. According to the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers Ghana, already the market is fairly stable. Therefore, if the distributors fully participate in the program, that could sustain the impressive performance on the forex market. Duncan Amoah is Executive Secretary of COPEC and has been speaking to Joy Business.
One of the IMF conditionalities we cited was asking that BOG should stop that process, and we think that if BOG is indeed forced to stop, then you're simply pushing the BDCs to now resort to open market, and that will mean that quoting way higher value for the forex, which comes into computation for fuel price eventually. Well, I do think that the market generally is doing quite well, is robust at this point. If we do not unnecessarily overburden any segment of the market, I don't see how we get into any problem over the next couple of months.
Executive Secretary of COPEC, Duncan Amoah. Let's turn to the currency market for you this morning. The dollar going for 11 cedis 73 pesos on the forex or retail market. The pound going for 14 cedis 10 pesos. The euro going for 13 cedis as well. Now, let's turn to other stories. The government has been urged to support the training of biomedical engineers to develop quality medical equipment and devices for the country. This is expected to boost the health economy and consequently GDP growth. Now, Chief Executive Officer of ADB Medical Systems, Benjamin Diaz-Adan, says his company's aim is to deliver high-quality medical equipment and healthcare solutions to customers. He spoke to Joy Business after a 3-day training for biomedical engineers.
What we're doing now today is about training that we organize for biomedical engineers across the country. What we do is that we are specialized in delivery of quality medical equipment, and we source from top-class manufacturers, and we are into hospital construction as well. So when these equipments are in, we partner the various health facilities across the country What we do is that we bring in the biomedical engineers from the various regions and from the districts across the country. So we bring the manufacturer to provide training about the futures of this equipment to them.
Benjamin Diaz-Adan is CEO of ADP Medical Systems. Now, government is on a quest to boost its tourism earnings. The tourism sector projects $3.4 billion as revenue this year, setting a target of 1.2 million for inbound visitors. Travel and tour operators are critical in meeting this target. In our final episode, tracking the 10-year journey of Adansi Travels, we learn how the travel agency is diversifying its operations to meet the country's tourism needs. Here's Gideon Asare, who is CEO.
Hi, good evening. Thank you for calling Adansi Travels. Louisa speaking. How can I help you?
Our growth plan was to diversify to mitigate any COVID-like future outcomes. So we've added essential travels like health, like we've also added work. Who want to go and travel and work and study and stuff like that. So we've created a number of subsidiaries, about 5 of them that will be launched this year, that will help concentrate their effort on aspects of the business that are not directly or that are not linked with the main focus of the travel.
Do make a date. The Joy Business Van 1 p.m. right after the Joy Business Report, 5 p.m. on Business Live on the Joy News channel. As we wrap up your commodity market update, crude oil open trading at $79 a barrel. Gold is selling at $1,940 an ounce after going up by almost $8. Cocoa lost $3 to open trading at $3,332 a ton. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. Back to Winston, who likes to travel the country.
Oh, yes. I go around the country. I go to lots of places, and it's good, to travel around and see a lot of places in the country.
It sounds exciting.
You should do same. same.
Yeah, Eben is following your footsteps.
Eben, yes. Eben has been doing other things.
Every weekend he's...
other things. I know. I know where he's been. Eben, yeah, what's it?
I've also been traveling like you, just to explore the side.
Where was that? Which tourist site did you visit the last time?
Oh, recent times.
You're thinking.
I'm thinking, yes.
But I actually don't go on tourist visits. Like you're doing other stuff.
Oh, I do. Sometimes too, I try to just use some of the routes to see, just to experience.
So you can give us feedback, right?
Possible exhibition,
the guy is using the route to give us feedback. It's all right. It's all well and good. It's all well and good.
So try, Daryl. I mean, you can join me over the weekend.
Yes, Daryl. Try and visit lots of places. Okay, do that.
Okay,
do that. Go around the country. Look, because you see, we travel around, and if you go to other countries, let me just give you this example. The church that Emperor Haile Selassie built.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a tourist site. It's a major one in Ethiopia, Addis Ababa. When you go there, they actually take you there and they tell you that he built it over more than 6 years. I mean, he started building it and then, the occupation started, so he had to leave. There was a time that the Italians tried to, colonize them. So they call it occupation. They don't call it, the occupation started. So he left for, England and then came back to continue. Okay. So that's the Trinity Cathedral, built by Emperor Haile Selassie. When you go there, they will take you there. They will tell you everything about it. There's actually the Unity Park, where the Prime Minister is. At the Unity Park, they would show you, for instance, where Emperor Haile Selassie met Charles de Gaulle, where he met the Queen of England, where he met, all the dignitaries that came to the particular hall, that hall. Okay, you would see it.
Wow.
He will show you where he sat.
Wow.
And they would show you Menelik II, how he constructed, his roofing with eggshells. That's what they say.
Eggshells?
Oh, yes.
Wow.
Oh, yes. They will show you the vehicles. It's a huge place.
That's like preserving the history of...
That's the whole idea.
Oh.
That's the whole idea. Okay? And that's why we should also... for instance, anybody you meet across that area can actually tell you a lot of things. You're going to South Africa, you're going to Cape Town. They'll take you to the wine farms. They'll show you the wine farms.
I've been to the wine farm.
You see? They'll show you.
Yeah.
They would let you taste, some different types of wine.
Uh-huh.
So these are things that we should be doing here also. And that's why we're having this conversation about tourism.
Very good one. And just to add, is foreign exchange earner.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
$3 billion.
We can make the most out of it.
Yes.
Like the UAE, Dubai, the money they are making from visits to the place.
Today, today a lot of people are going into Dubai. And a lot of people are even going to Nigeria. I'll share the statistics with you.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. I'll just share it with you. Let me just share this with you.
What's in Nigeria?
Before we go to our inspirational song for today. This is a document that I saw from, the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture. And they talk about, top 10 arrival countries between 2016 to 2020. Okay? Nigeria, 67 million. In 2016. Okay?
Wow.
Then you're looking at Britain, 65 million. Okay?
Wow.
That's it. Yes. That's
interesting.
That's the situation. This is it. Look, they say book no lie. This is it. Look at it. Top 10 arrival countries.
Yeah.
That's it.
Seen.
That's it. Okay? So let's have a conversation about it. Later on, we'll talk about this. But you can actually answer the question I asked Daryl. What was the last tourist site you visited in Ghana, domestically? Join us on Twitter and share it with us. Time now for our inspirational song for today, brought to us by Duraplus Ghana Limited, producers of quality PVC and HDPE pipes and water tank. Where Duraplus goes, water flows. And it's Sinach with I Know Who I Am. We're joined by Fred Smith and Joseph Akablay. Good morning, Fred. Good morning, Joseph.
Good morning.
Hi, Winston.
I hope all of you are doing very well.
Oh yeah, we're good. I love wet mornings. So as I saw that at dawn, I was so excited.
You're excited?
Yeah.
I'm sure when you had to get into your vehicle and drive to work, you're asking yourself a few questions.
Oh no, so I actually had to, after finishing my preparation for work, I had to sit for about 20 minutes reflecting. I mean, I like wet conditions. I was actually seriously. on the road already when it started.
You know what happened to me one day? I actually finished preparing and I said, oh, let me just sleep for some 20 minutes.
No. And Oka said, like, it's very dangerous. It's very dangerous.
Now, so I was just like 20 minutes. Before I could say Jack, I got a call from David Akweta, who would always call around 4:45, and say, oh, brother, not then, and I base use near zero call. And I was like, wow, 1 minute, I'll get back to you. So I had to quickly, unfortunately I'd taken my bath already, so I just had to quickly get in there. Then, and I was like, oh, my brother, sorry, no matter.
But there's a strategy to that, set your alarm
No, I turn off the alarm because I'd woken up, I'd taken my bath and everything.
So that's very dangerous. Yeah, so leave the alarm on.
You still have to set another one
to give you.
No, but even
every 5 minutes.
There's a strategic way of even setting an alarm. If you want to wake up at maybe 4:30, you set 4:05, 4:10, 4:15, 4:20.
Every 5 minutes.
Anyway, let's get to our Drive Safe campaign brought to us by Joy News and the Multimedia Group and supported by Toyota Superior Quality. So avoid all distractions, keep both eyes on the road and hands on the steering wheel, be visible, drive with your lights on at night, and that's how you drive safe. It's a wet morning, so let's please be careful on our roads, okay? And I'm sure there are many of you who probably may have, planned waking up early and end up sleeping. You could join us and, share your experiences on Twitter using the hashtag JoySMS. But get ready for an electrifying adventure with Toyota Ghana. Toyota Ghana has unleashed exhilarating offers. And so come and experience very attractive prices for the following vehicles: Starlet, RAV4 Adventure, Fortuner Diesel, and Land Cruiser 300 series. And you're assured of a 1-year free service package for any of the listed vehicles you buy. Time is ticking, and this opportunity won't last forever. Visit any of their showrooms in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Tamale, Takwa, Takrady, or simply call 0302-910-204 for further information. Credit purchase is also available through special arrangement with your finance partners, Toyota Superior Quality. Let's learn how to say it right now. Brought to us by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks. And Societe Generale Bank Ghana. The future is you.
Something must be done.
So, Fred, yesterday we talked about can and be able. And we said you cannot say can be able. Mm-hmm. And today I just want us to learn another thing. Some of us say right from the word go. There's nothing like that. As from the get-go, from the beginning. Okay? So if you really want to say it right, yes, it may make sense to say from the word go. I mean, as in right from the, start. But the right way of saying it is from the get-go. That's from the beginning. So right from the beginning. And so in saying it right, desist from saying from the word go and use from the get-go. We know that times are hard, and one thing on everyone's mind these days is cash. So whether it's cash to pay the bills or for your kids' school fees, your home improvement, or for that building project, Societe Generale Ghana has got your back. The bank has launched the biggest loans campaign of the year, the Yatiso Loans promo. So SG Ghana is offering you discounted interest rates on its loans. Both customers and non-customers, including staff on the Controller and Accountant General's payroll, can enjoy access to heavily discounted loan rates. Yes, they say nowhere cool, but SG Ghana is here to lighten your financial burdens. Get a loan now by visiting any of the bank's 42 networked outlets or call 0302-214-314 today. As always, terms and conditions apply. Remember, promo ends on the 7th of August 2023. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you. Let's get into the newspaper review now, brought to us by First Atlantic Bank. Refreshingly different, and Syntest Tank, a year strong, a year tough. All right, Fred, let's see what's making news in the graphic.
The daily graphic, it says, autism not death warrant. GT Bank rules out major intervention, and that's a very important area. The bank is investing 2 million Ghana cedis to help deal with autism, and parents with autistic children really go through a lot, and this support is needed to help them. There's an example of an autistic child who was taken care of and developed to become a basketball player, featured in this story. Very good initiative there. Legislators receive gratuity, not ex gratia. That's the Speaker of Parliament clarifying that. Graphic CAPSA deepen business relations, and inside we have the commemoration of World Population Day. The government entreated to invest in women's health and education. I'll tell you the story about women and what they can do. I'll tell you that later. So the Controller and Accountant General's Department has embarked on a biodata verification exercise. So in this, pensioners are supposed to present their Ghana card to be linked to their pension system, and all CAP 30 pensioners have been told to present their Ghana card and their pension advice and pension form to ensure the smooth success of this, one of the big things that we do, linking people to biometric data. So first live concert held at Nkrumah Memorial Park. The president was there for that event. And then at the back page, Zoom Lion Assemblies disinfect Eastern Region. Burkinabe asylum seekers to be resettled in Tari Krum. And there's one here from the sports minister. He's asking our footballers to prioritize patriotism over bonuses, and there's very famous position by our own Akable, who's sitting here now, that yes, when it comes to politics, we say, well, we need people who are patriotic, and in doing so, you must not hold citizenship of another country. Yes. In this case, we have people who hold dual nationalities, but we see them wanting to kill themselves. Actually, our captain... Yeah,
our captain is Edward Stinson. Our coach is also Edward Stinson.
Interesting.
Some time ago, our goalkeeper, Kwarase, was also Edward Stinson.
Yeah. You know. So that's the advice, the call from the sports minister, and I'm sure this is because government is spending so much money on players, and especially the technical team when they travel for tournaments. We've heard about the 100 million payouts to technical team members who really did almost nothing, just traveling with the team and receiving such huge monies. Advice from the sports minister there.
The front page of the Daily Guide now. NDC MPs power pressure, boycott House over court cases, comes along with a photograph of Collins Dauda, Jachi Kwesi and Kasiola Tuforsen, the minority leader. On the Jachi Kwesi case, we know that he has failed to halt his trial. And the other story making the front page, no plot to remove IGP, is according to the Interior Minister. That story is on page 6. We are told about a leaked audio. The Interior Minister has been speaking. The Minister of Interior, Ambrose Derry, has refuted reports that some stalwarts of the ruling New Patriotic Party are plotting to depose Inspector General George Kufu Dampari in order to tamper with the 2024 elections. And he says, let me make this clear that this government is not going to tamper with the 2024 elections. Our president does not want to stay one more hour beyond his tenure. We are making sure that we have free and fair elections. But the minority side is still not satisfied. They want some investigations carried out to authenticate whether indeed a senior police officer was the one who was heard on the audio, and the other politicians involved, and whether they have actually gone a step further to actualize this plot that they intend to execute.
Indeed. You know, when we hear such audios of people plotting something, whether true or false, we must take it very seriously. I recall some persons were arrested for allegedly plotting to overthrow the government. I've forgotten their names, but they are being taken through
the ACP Agojo and the others, the late Dr. Frederick Mark Palm and the others.
Yeah, so this must be taken seriously by the security agencies, and to be sure that what we have heard is not indeed what has happened. Yes. I did the Daily Graphic. There's one story or one publication that I think is so important to go back to. Winston, yesterday we were talking about rent and its affordability.
Exactly.
So Parliament has put in an announcement, but it's crucial that we let the public know, an invitation for memoranda on the rent bill 2023. So whatever you think must go into this bill, the Parliament wants to hear from you on your views. We said that what government describes as affordable is really not affordable.
No, I mean, what government describes as affordable is not affordable for many people. I mean, I showed you, for instance, that the Saglemi housing project, which cost us on the average $136,000 to put up a unit, because they had built 1,462 units for $200 million, and so that's $136,000. Multiply that by 11.7, it takes you to 1.6 million. I mean, you are in the middle class.
You are putting me. He took me on yesterday,
you're trying to suggest that. I mean, clearly I can't afford it.
I don't know. I mean, you can tell me.
I can't.
Okay.
No, if I tell you that I can't, it's a big problem.
Okay.
I can't.
Okay, so I mean, then that's the reality. I mean, a lot of us cannot. I mean, as I said, if you ask me to pay 1.6 million, really, I can't give you that money. I mean, if you ask me to pay 1.6 million in 10 years, I don't have it for you.
But it raises issues also about how we go about such projects, because 1.6 million at that location far away from town. It comes back to the question again that if you have 1.6 million, can you get something
would you go there?
much closer?
I mean, that's actually using the cost. So this for purpose of analysis.
Yes, but but even if we are holding it to be constant, I mean, the point really is that to make it very affordable, we should go a step further to make it as affordable as possible. We can't. It has to be better than the competitive price on the market, else it's not affordable actually.
Of course, and if you look at our housing policy, it says that affordable housing is any housing where you don't spend more than 30% of your earnings in one, buying, or two, renting. Yes, not more than 30%.
As in 30 monthly?
Yeah, 30% monthly, yes.
It's a mortgage you are paying.
Yes, not more than 30%.
Then we don't have any affordable housing in Ghana.
Yeah, not more than 30%.
Even for people who have to rent, they have to spend more than 50% of their earnings.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying that. That's the.
I mean, if it comes to buying, you are far away.
But that's why I'm telling you that. So what is affordable? But that's why in our housing policy, there's a social housing scheme. And the social housing scheme is where you would spend more than 30% of your earnings, and so cannot afford affordable housing. The government would come in to provide a social housing scheme for you. All of this is taken care of in our housing policy. Fantastic policy.
That's why I'm really not excited about this cause for the contributions to the rent bill, because I remember there were changes that were made not too long ago to even reduce their tenure in terms of how long you pay rent. But we still see people charging 2-3
even
years.
Parliament will pay 2 years advance to landlords so MPs can live in there and so on.
Yeah, it's a big problem.
So they make the laws and break it. How are you expecting it to be effective?
Anyway, that issue about Parliament is a conversation we must have another day, because really, are we saying that these members of Parliament, so every, I mean, they give them the rent 2 years. So Parliament also does 2 years.
Yeah. They passed a law that we should not do it. Then they did it.
I mean, the argument will always be that it's not mandatory. So they expect that if you walk into a house somewhere and you want to rent a room, you should have the option of saying that I want to pay 3 months or maybe 6 months. But the landlord should not force you that you have to pay 2 years. That would always be the argument on the other side.
Of course, because you don't want to be paying every 6 months. Just make it 2 years.
Yeah, if you have, I mean, it helps if you have the money, but if you don't, especially with the housing deficit that we have, it's a big challenge. I mean, it's practically impossible. A lot of people are just living off debts. I mean, borrowing to pay, and even by the time you finish paying the debts, the rent
because you're borrowing and you're paying interest.
Yeah, by the time you finish paying, the rent is due again.
And even in that policy, it's in there that to rent to, in fact, it makes it difficult to rent to foreigners. You need to do a lot of checks because it's believed that the foreigners are the ones driving up the cost.
The cost, yes.
So they can pay any amount. Yeah. They price out a Ghanaian, ordinary Ghanaian. Then where is the protection for that Ghanaian?
But you see, it's a demand and supply thing. You need the house. The landlord realizes that the demand is very high, and the houses are in short supply. So he says, "Oh, me had 2,000 per month." You need it.
Yeah, so because I'm just thinking of what he said, and I realized that one of our facilities, they are virtually just Nigerians just occupying it. I'm just thinking, I don't think it was deliberate, but I'm just reflecting, and I realize that that's actually the case.
Let's go for the online news review now, brought to us by Zenith Bank in your best interest and Goyle Good Energy. So, looking for a bank that understands you and puts your financial needs first, then look towards Zenith Bank, because whether you're young, old, an entrepreneur, student, a salaried worker, a corporate entity, an SME, a parent, a child, or Ghanaian resident abroad, or a foreigner resident in Ghana, a pensioner, at Zenith Bank, everyone can bank with us. So what are you waiting for? Join the Zenith Bank family today for an unrivaled banking experience. For enquiries, call us on 0302680884 or 0307086370 or 0542000 or send an email to info@zenithbank.com.gh. Zenith Bank, in your best interest. So what do you do when you run out of fuel in your vehicle? Do you just top up anywhere? Don't do that. Let's introduce you to the Good Energy family and why you must be part. Gold Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel SP are the best quality fuels with high performance in town for your vehicle. Gold Super XP Ron 95 is a high-grade fuel sold at the same price as normal fuel, and Gold Diesel SP is low in sulfur, making it an eco-friendly option for your vehicle. With over 440 stations across the nation, join the family that rewards you with quality for an energized driving experience. Goyle Good Energy, Goyle, Yara Yedim. And myjoyonline.com says Akufo-Addo's government did not find a use for me. That's according to Dr. Kofi Kunedu Apreku. And you enjoyed the interview last night.
Yeah, it was powerful. It was powerful. Evans, it was a nice conversation to listen to. I mean, he took him on all the various issues and his assessment of why Ghana is where they are. He says at ECOWAS, they look at the data when he was there. He says, if you are healthy and there's a condition, you are not likely to be as sick as someone who is not very healthy. So I mean,
he says, and he says government's poor targeting of expenditure, major reason for economic downturn. That's Dr. Kofi Kunedu. You know, he was the MPP spokesperson on finance, in between 1997 to 2000 when they were in opposition. Let's now go for the BBC News, brought to us by Fidelity Bank. Believe with us and log on voice, experience seamless businessman.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
Home is where your heart is, so comfort is key. Find beds, bed sheets, sofas, cushions, fluffy rugs, and anything else you need to get cozy so it feels like home. Visit the Orca Deco Superstore on Spinkters Road today.
Are you a corporate organization, e-commerce business, individual or student looking for a trusted courier company where you can track your package and receive SMS alerts to keep you posted? At IAS FedEx, we move your documents and parcels with care to the destination of your choice. With offices across the nation, we happily deliver your package to your office or the comfort of your home. With the assurance of safety and affordability giving you peace of mind, IAS FedEx has your package in good hands. Call us on +233 501 605,000 or +233 501 631,000. IAS, licensee of FedEx.
No matter your water needs, Sintex has it all. Sintex tank was first to introduce double layer tank, And now you can have as many layers as you want. Syntex Tank was first to introduce white inner layer tanks in Ghana and now introduces the customer specs order, which will let you order any color and size you want. Syntex Tanks gives you the biggest warranty of 7 years, which no other tank gives you. So whatever your water consumption, size of project or demand, choose Syntex Tank. Syntex Tank, stress-free. Syntex Tank, reliable. Syntex Tank, maximum guarantee. Call 0244 335 168, Kumasi 0505 555 666, or visit syntexgh.com. Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough.
And what this means for the wider market.
Next, it's Hard Talk. This is the BBC World Service, the world's radio station.
Coming up after the news from the BBC World Service, it's Hard Talk with me, Stephen Saka. Nicolas Maduro, Venezuela's authoritarian socialist president, has one key asset: durability. Over the past decade, he's overseen a crumbling economy, hyperinflation, widespread hunger, and the exodus of a quarter of Venezuela's people. And yet he's still in power. Next year, there's supposed to be a presidential election. My guest, Maria Corina Machado, is currently front-runner amongst the opposition candidates.
We've reached a point in which we realize that Maduro is willing to do anything to stay in power. And the only way through which we can confront and defeat him is building a huge social movement, citizen movement, that is right now arousing and growing.
That's Maria Corina Machado on Hard Talk after the news.
Hello, I'm Moira Alderson with the BBC News. North Korea has fired a long-range ballistic missile into the Sea of Japan. Japanese and South Korean defence officials said the missile had flown for 74 minutes, the longest flight yet for a missile launched by Pyongyang. It travelled about 1,000 kilometres from Seoul. Here's Michael Bristow.
The missile was fired high. It flew for more than an hour, which Japan says is the longest flight time for a North Korean missile. The reason for the launch is not yet clear, but it could be linked to US spy planes off North Korea's eastern coast. Pyongyang reacted angrily to their presence. North Korea could also be testing its ability to use solid fuel, which would give its missiles more flexibility. South Korea and Japan condemned the launch. The United States is particularly concerned about these long-range North Korean rockets, as they have the potential to reach America.
China has said it resolutely opposes what it's described as NATO's eastward movement into the Asia-Pacific region. The Chinese embassy to the European Union said that any action threatening Beijing's rights would be met with a firm response. Leaders of the G7 group of the world's wealthiest democracies are due to sign off on a long-term security arrangement with Ukraine. Japan's Prime Minister Fumio Kishida is joining NATO leaders who are ratifying the declaration on the margins of their meeting in Vilnius. The agreement would provide more defence equipment and training exercises for Ukraine's military. With the details, here's our diplomatic correspondent James Landale in the Lithuanian capital.
What we're expecting today and in coming days is some NATO countries, not under the umbrella of NATO, but as individual military powers, is to start giving more structured security and military support in coming years. In other words, not just military kit that they're chucking at Ukraine now to support the counteroffensive, the fighting that's going on now. How they can organise themselves to say, look, what aid and support are we going to be giving in Ukraine in 5-10 years' time to deter future Russian aggression? And that's what we think we're going to get some more detail from today.
The United Nations Human Rights Council in Geneva will discuss evidence of human rights violations in Ukraine today, starting with a report from the Secretary-General on the situation in Crimea, which was annexed by Russia in 2014. Imogen Foulkes reports.
The report documents repeated harassment, imprisonment and torture of human rights defenders in Crimea by Russian forces. Since the invasion of Ukraine, the repression, the UN says, has become worse. any opposition to Russian rule is punishable. The report also says Russia has begun transferring people detained in Ukraine to a new prison in Crimea, where they are held in inhumane conditions.
World News from the BBC. The Election Commission in Thailand has recommended the progressive politician Pita Limjaroenrat be suspended from Parliament. He's the leading candidate to become Prime Minister following elections in May. He's being investigated over shares he owns in a media firm. The Thai Constitutional Court will give a ruling on the inquiry. Parliament is due to choose a new Prime Minister on Thursday. The governor of the Mexican state of Jalisco has said a bomb blast targeting police officers and staff from the public prosecutor's office has left 3 people dead. A further 10 people were wounded by the blast, which struck a van in the town of Tlajomulco. Scientists in Australia say they've developed a special glue that could be used to help repair coral reefs. The biodegradable putty, made from plant extracts, is designed to stabilise the rubble left when coral is broken by cyclones or hit by boats. Our correspondent Phil Mercer reports from Sydney.
When reefs are damaged, patches of rubble are often left behind. These can be shifted by waves and currents, preventing the formation of a stable seabed that coral needs to grow. The Queensland University of Technology has made a reef-binding glue from plant extracts and a biocompatible polymer. Applying the adhesive putty to large areas is a major challenge. Researchers hope that underwater robots could eventually be used to help stick broken pieces of Australia's Great Barrier Reef back together.
President Biden has declared a state of emergency in the northeastern US state of Vermont as heavy rain caused widespread flooding. Officials say a dam close to the state capital, Montpelier, is reaching maximum capacity, nearing the point where water must be released. This would increase flooding in the city, which is already being described as catastrophic. Residents are navigating submerged streets in canoes. BBC News.
Welcome to Hard Talk from the BBC World Service with me, Stephen Sacker. My guest today has spent the last 2 decades at the...
You started your small business and have all these big dreams, but then reality strikes and there are so many things to do at once. What you need is the Ejapa account from Fidelity Bank. The Ejapa account gives your business a boost. It comes with a range of payment and cash collection options such as GHQR, mobile money collection, and mobile teller cash collection. You will also enjoy prompt FX supply, competitive interest rate on loans, and free annual insurance cover of up to 48,000 Ghana cedis for your business, plus a waiver on service fees. It's time to do good business with Fidelity Bank.
Dial *776*0# or visit www.fidelitybank.com.gh to sign up for a Fidelity Ejapa account today, because together we are more. Terms and conditions apply.
Fidelity Bank, believe with us.
Home is a reflection of who you are. So you need a wide variety of colors, patterns, textures, and styles to personalize your space so it feels like home. Visit the Orchid Deco Superstore on Spinkters Road today.
Why burden yourself to build when you can buy ready-to-move in 3-bedroom executive houses located at Tema Community 25, built with the finest building materials and supervised by top-notch professional architects with flexible payment terms? Welcome to a breathtaking development from Selma Court, located at Tema Community 25, just about 55 minutes drive from Kotoka International Airport. This ready-to-move in 3-bedroom development comes with beautifully fitted kitchen, spacious dining hall and master bedroom, and large sitting area. We give you a whopping 20% discount if you reserve before 30th September 2023. You can reserve with as low as $5,000 Ghana cedi equivalent by calling our hotline on 0249 399 932 or visit our website on www.selmacourtghana.com for further information.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet.
Don't you situate now, mommy diabetes? Although you're pure on you, naturally sweet. I just took you off the market, baby. Come with me. That's the bra when you're baby. Come let's see what you need. Oh, you eat. Power your back. Yeah. me show my warrior bar. Yeah, me see my warrior bar.
Enjoy on the set. The Super
Sweetie
Morning
pie,
Show
them
is
move forward to
always
my
the
warrior
best.
bar.
hand.
I will steer it in the right direction.
And so this morning we're having a very important conversation, a conversation about tourism, but our focus also is on domestic tourism. So I started by asking you, when was the last time you visited a domestic tourist site? When was the last time? Do you remember? Or you expect foreigners to come into the country and visit these sites? I'd love to hear from you. Get onto Twitter. Use the hashtag JoySMS and tell me the last time you visited a tourist site in Ghana. What site was that? And what was your experience?
I'll be there, girl, you know I care, girl, 'cause this love that you share.
And I've been sharing some, figures with you. And look, I've been looking at the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture's own figures about domestic tourism in Ghana. And you would be surprised how we have lots of foreigners coming into the country, but when it comes to domestic tourism, we don't have lots of people coming into the country. So for instance, I've been looking at it and I've realized that, look, the Kakum National Park has had the most visitation between 2016 to 2020, and that is just about 500,000 people over the period. Okay, just about 500,000 over the period. Cape Coast Castle, 74,000 in 2016, 61,000 in 2017, 74,000 in 2018, and 88,000 in 2019. This is certainly not the best if we want to promote domestic tourism. So this morning we'll be having that conversation right here on the Super Morning Show. Of course, we'll be focusing also on the arrivals into this country. But we recognize that about 38% of these arrivals are for businesses. It's about 12 to 15% for visitations. So Absa Bank says that they know that life is go, 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 and it's hard to make time for the things that really count. So they won't let banking get in your way. That's why with Absa's digital channels, you can bank when, where, and how you want, so you can focus on what or who's important to you. Banking has never been this easy. Transfer funds into your savings account, pay your old school union dues and your DSTV subscription, and many more with a click on your phone. Get things done simply with Absa's digital channels. Now that's Africanacity. That's Absa. Terms and conditions apply. Visit absa.com.gh for further details.
Because me have full love for you, I hold it, girl, you shine like a gem. You are the real thing, come in like my best friend. Even though me have to left you more time now and then, still coming home back again. I tell you this, where you turn me on.
Well, Kingdom Books and Station Limited, your number one supplier of quality office essentials and equipment and furniture at affordable prices, says, look, they've introduced an online store for your shopping convenience. This means you can now shop by simply logging on to kingdomstoreonline.com without physically coming to any of their branches. It is hassle-free, and they will arrange delivery to your home and office within a reasonable time. And they offer free delivery within Accra and Tema and accept payment via Momo across all networks. But terms and conditions apply at Kingdom. Quality and affordability are their hallmarks. And we have fantastic news for you, for people who live and work around Oyarifa, because Ghana's largest privately owned bank, Fidelity Bank, has opened a brand new branch at Oyarifa. Now we're closer to you than ever. Visit our new branch today at the Owusu-Ansah Junction, Oyarifa, to enjoy a suite of top-notch banking services and experience superior customer service in a delightful and inviting environment. We look forward to serving you. Fidelity Bank, believe with us. Are you tired of losing track on all your business transactions and pilferage? Let me introduce you to Logon Voice Management System software, the ultimate management system software suite for all kind of businesses. We have Logon Voice POS, which is perfect for retailers and service-based businesses, offering supplier account management, inventory tracking, sales monitoring, and expense management, including waste product tracking. We also have the Logon Voice SS for your savings and Susu, which is designed for all forms of saving and Susu businesses. It allows customers receive instant text alerts about their account balance, while agents collect deposit from customers, ensuring accountability and for real-time monitoring. Last but not least is the Logon Voice KTR. Now, this software is specially designed to replace all your manual record keeping for mobile money merchants. It initiates daily amounts, records transactions, and tracks reports, effortlessly saving you real time and money. Log on to logonvoice.com and start selling and generating receipts in just 2 minutes. Contact us on 0302 823 672 or WhatsApp 0593 039670 for customized software solutions. Find us adjacent to Zenith Bank on the Bachana Spinters Road. Logon Voice, experience seamless business management. Now, you know that a poorly maintained car engine can age faster. That's why we offer specially formulated quartz engine oil with age resistance technology. It's a breakthrough innovation that ensures optimal performance for your engine and improves protection against mechanical wear by up to 74%, even under extreme temperatures and pressure. Choosing quartz from Total Energies is choosing the engine oil that keeps your engine running efficiently and effectively. Quartz keep your engine younger for longer. Time now for Nutrition Line, brought to us by Nestle, and Nestle offers good food for a good life.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo all-in-one for you. It's so milky, eh? I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids all-in-one. It's truly milky and rich in calcium. Milo, energy to go further. This advert is FDA approved.
This is Nestle Nutrition Line. Nestle Nutrition Line is a public service program from Nestle Ghana Limited. Nestle Nutrition Line offers tips on good food for a good life. Now to your presenter.
Hello, good morning. Here we are again. Precious Moments. Nestle Nutrition Line. I'm Jackie Ankra, also known as Na Ajiliso. I hope you're well and strong and looking forward to an exciting, beautiful day. So smile and let's do this together. We're beginning a new series examining oral health throughout the life cycle, starting with pregnancy. Pregnancy is critical in so many aspects, including oral health and in the unborn baby, because teeth formation begins as early as 6 weeks into the pregnancy and depends on the diet of the mother. In addition, studies have shown that pregnant women who have severe episodes of morning sickness with vomiting are at higher risk of developing tooth erosion. This is because vomiting brings up acid from the stomach, where the acid helps in digestion in the mouth. This acid erodes the enamel surface of the teeth. It is recommended that pregnant women rinse their mouths immediately after vomiting due to morning sickness. Finally, due to changes in the hormone estrogen, there is increased blood flow to the gums, making them more sensitive and increasing risk of developing gum disease. With all of this in mind, it is recommended that pregnant women visit a dentist at least once during their pregnancy and brush their teeth twice daily. And don't forget, rinse your mouth after vomiting. Time to leave you now. I hope you've learned something beneficial. We look forward to hearing from you, sharing your ideas, suggestions, and whatever feedback you might have. Remember, we do this for you and with you. 0302-517-020 or 0302-211-880. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Toll free 0800 12001. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to midnight. Weekends and holidays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. You may WhatsApp, SMS or call 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. These numbers 0593 845697, 0593 845649, 0593 845708. You can also email consumer services at gh.nestle.com. A beautiful day is what you must have. Be determined to succeed. Against all odds, succeed. Have a great day and keep smiling. Bye.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo all-in-one for you. It's so milky, eh? I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids all-in-one. It's truly milky and rich in calcium. Milo, energy to go further. This advert is FDA approved.
Imagine strutting into the most anticipated wedding of the year. Only to see 7 other girls wearing your exact same outfit.
You are special and one of a kind, and that's why whether it's voice, data, or SMS, you get to enjoy personalized offers tailored to your specific needs with MTN Just For You. Dial *141# or select your options on the My MTN app to redeem your unique Just For You package on Ghana's best mobile network. MTN.
Have you ever thought of the one that makes you complete? An escape from the clutches of interest charges. With the Standard Chartered Visa debit and credit cards, payments are completed at the speed of light, intertwined with interest earning accounts. You also get unbelievable rewards every time you swipe. You have access to over 1,200 airport lounges worldwide, high credit limits of up to 100,000 Ghana cedis, and up to 50 days interest-free with our credit cards. You also get to enjoy full multi-trip travel insurance for 90 days. Fees discounted at your feet with our globally partnered merchant points. Bills are always settled, not battled. Get the Standard Chartered debit and credit card now. Call toll-free on 0800 740 100 or 0302 740 100 or reach us via email on feedback.ghana@sc.com. Standard Chartered, here for good.
1xBet Jackpot is here with weekly massive prizes up for grabs. All you have to do is place your bets on any sports game and stand a chance to win. Simply register at 1xbet.com.gh. Use promo code JackpotGhana and place your bets. 1xBet is your key to great victories. Feel like a winner. 1xBet.
Gambling can be addictive. Bet responsibly. Not for person under 18 years. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission.
All right, so welcome back and thank you very much for staying with us. Right here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM and birthday messages here on the Super Morning Show brought to us by MTN everywhere you go and Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa as strong as a group, as close as a partner. So, you know, it's a new world of doing business and your business shouldn't be left out. So it's time to get a Momo for Business today to accept payment from over 15 million Momo customers. All you need is a business registration certificate and your Ghana card. Applying to be MTN Momo merchant has been made simple and fast, and you just have to dial *5051# and follow the prompts or apply online at momomerchantapplication.mtn.com.gh. You receive a reference number which you can use to track your application so you don't get caught waiting. Enjoy secure transactions and convenient transactions for your business with MTN Momo today. Note that the application is free. Do not pay any money to anyone for a merchant payment solution. Report any fraudulent charges using the Momo app available on Play Store or the App Store. Okay, so let's get into the birthday messages now here on the Super Morning Show. Let's see whose birthday it is today. Now, this one says, please wish my dear wife and our dear wife and mother, Mrs. Abna Aprekua Bedu Abwaje, a happy birthday. Words cannot describe how we appreciate and love you. On this special day, we humbly ask God to increase you in every aspect of your life. You are a great woman by all standards. We wish you more blessings in the coming years. God bless you. And it's from Mark Bedu Abwaji and the squad, Papayao, Nana Frema, Kwame Boateng, and Adjoa Nshira. To you, Mrs. Abna Aprekua Bedu Abwaje. Happy birthday to you. Hey, Mark. You'll be sweet, Bao. I didn't know you could put together this nice one. Anyway, it's also your birthday today, so happy birthday to you. Dr. Yvonne Selom Maudo of Lekma Hospital, from your sister, Lebene, to you. So happy birthday to you, Dr. Yvonne Selom Maudo of Lekma Hospital, and it's from your sister, Lebene, to you. And happy birthday to Nanama Amu of SG Ghana. Happy birthday to you, Nanama Amu of SG Ghana. So if you're celebrating your birthday today, happy birthday to you. And like we do it all the time, Fentio Tahiru Fentio, it's a K. Yeah. Look at this, man. How are you, my brother?
I'm okay.
You're doing very well?
I'm excited.
Oh, you're excited?
I'm well dressed. Today, we're going to find out. You ever heard of Ghana Football DNA?
Which one is that?
Good question. Good question.
Ghana Football DNA.
Yeah. Today, the GFA is launching what they call the Ghana Football DNA. It's a document that outlines how we play. The kind of footballers we should develop, the philosophy for the national teams, and everything around that.
We're going to share our philosophy with the world, eh?
No, we're launching our own. This is the first time we are launching a guideline, a proper documented guideline.
For football, our philosophy.
For our philosophy.
The sports minister says the players should be patriotic.
They have to be.
But
they have to be.
A lot of these players, do they feel like they are Ghanaians?
They are Ghanaians.
Oh, I'm just curious.
Their passport it says they are Ghanaians.
Their passport says they are Ghanaians.
Yes.
Okay. Do you know that this is the country where if you have dual citizenship, you can't be MP?
You can't be a member of parliament.
Yes.
You can't be a minister. Play for the national team.
You can play for the national team.
They are not the same things.
Let's listen to the sports minister. Hold on a second.
Cool.
Let's listen to him. Then we'll come back and I'll get your thoughts on a few issues. Just listen to the sports minister.
In all the effort the FA is making to develop the grassroots football, let me hasten to add that we should include in our development process the spirit of nationalism and patriotism among our players. Because I find it very, very, very difficult to comprehend or understand that the states will make all the resources available by making sure that we want to give opportunity to our national team, get them flights for camping opportunity, accommodate them for a very long period during camping, feed them, give them even trial matches. Then when these players get to tournaments, instead of focusing on the tournaments, focus is now on their bonuses and what, meanwhile they are being paid per diem to make sure that they focus on the tournament.
Fentio, Tahiru Fentio.
Hi.
So that's the sports minister.
Yeah. Hit the nail right on the head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But why do you make promises that sometimes you can't fulfill?
That's a good question.
We make promises.
Well.
We tell the players we're going to give them the, this money.
And that's the root cause of the problem.
Yes. So
don't make promises you can't redeem.
Yeah. So
if you see, let's call them unpatriotic when you tell them we don't have bonuses for you, and then they say then we won't play. But don't say I'm going to pay you 3,000 Ghana cedis. And then after they win the match, you don't pay the money. That one, they will start agitating.
Yes.
So I think it's two ways. Nobody's condoning player agitations for bonuses whatsoever. But when they make promises, when the ministry makes promises to, they have to redeem them. If you can't pay, don't promise.
So I'm just curious. Over the period, now, today, there's been a conversation about the Black Stars. And the reality is that we have looked at every player with a name that sounds Ghanaian outside and have tried bringing them into the country to play. That's a reality.
Yeah.
So those players, I'm just curious. Those players,
they call them IMF players.
IMF players, UN players.
Ajimambedu did that. He called them IMF players.
You see some of these players that sometimes we have to go to and get them to switch nationality. This Belgian guy, what's his name? Is it Odoi?
Dennis,
yes.
He's England.
We had to get him.
He only plays in Belgium.
Yeah, we had to get him to switch his nationality.
Yeah.
We've had other players. We're
trying. To
be
fair,
we're trying so hard to get Callum Hudson-Odoi to switch nationality and come and play.
And
for
now
us.
he might as well do.
But
because
so these players really, and we've seen players, for instance, who had, and Callum Hudson-Odoi, for instance, was always hoping to play for the English national team. And so if you bring this player, really...
What's the issue here? Because I don't get it.
My issue is that...
Because I don't think the issue of...
When I finish, you understand.
Okay.
My issue is that when you go around, shopping players, some of whom sometimes don't want to play for you, and you convince them to play for you, really, how do you expect them to be committed to the cause that you convince them, beg them to come and play?
But you see, the root of the patriotism call from the minister isn't from players who are unwilling to play for the national teams. It's from players who, with more often than not, be the leaders in agitating for bonuses.
You made promises.
Yes, exactly. And if you look at the history of this country and all of the times when bonus rows have disrupted national team assignment, it has not come from the players who have switched nationalities to play for the country. In fact, it has come from the ones who have gone to the tournament, have returned to this country and stay here with you.
Well, we saw what happened in 2014 in Brazil.
We did.
We saw it.
It's not the players who switch nationality that caused the problem.
We saw it. We saw some of the players too who switched nationality too. Anyway, let's continue. We know them. Why are you trying to?
Wednesday, you like agenda?
No, we saw the prince. And we saw what happened.
Prince wasn't the leader of the delegation. Was he? The captain was Jan.
You don't have to be the leader. You have to play a role. I'm only telling you that.
Yeah, but that was one among 23.
Did he play a role?
He got sent away from the World Cup alongside Sule Muntari. Why is he getting picked?
Did he play a role?
Why is he getting picked on?
No, I just decided to tell you that some of them we have seen them. We have seen them.
Two players were sent away from the World Cup.
One guy, and the other. So we've seen it. Anyway, let's get into the Sports Center here on the Super Morning Show. And it's brought to us by MTN. Everywhere you go. Standard Chartered Bank. Here for good. Allianz Life Insurance. We secure your future. And 1xBet, your reliable bookmaker. And DSTV, it's your moment.
All right, let's begin with 1xBet. To all registered 1xBet players, we have something interesting just for you. A reliable bookmaker has launched a Jackpot of the Week promotion. You have a unique opportunity to get the weekly jackpot. Look for the conditions on the promo page. Complete simple tasks and get the chance to win a lump sum. We also remind you about registration on the website or in the 1xBet app with the promo code JJackpot to get a bonus of up to 2,650 Ghana cedis.
Now, do you lead a corporate business, a global subsidiary around the affairs of a small or medium enterprise as a key decision maker in your business? We know you want to make payments seamlessly and access real-time transaction data whether you're at work or on the go. Well, Standard Chartered provides the digital key to help unlock your business potential. That key is Straight to Bank, a single access, end-to-end digital platform that helps you manage the needs of your business on the go. View transactions, pay your business partners and government institutions through Ghana.gov, facilitate real-time payments and collections with the latest encryption technology and security. Elevate your banking experience today with Straight to Bank, our award-winning digital banking platform powering payroll, cash management, trade, and securities. You can always bank on us. Kindly email premierservice.gh@sc.com to sign up today.
And DSTV, they're the only ones with all the Premier League, of course. Catch all the goals, moments, clashes, derbies, and drama. Make sure to stay tuned to all of Rashford, Haaland, and Saka, and watch it all unfold live in HD with the option of an exciting commentary in Chi. All this on the package of your choice. No one else offers all of the Premier League except DSTV. Get your DSTV decoder with 1 month Compass subscription for $2.99 CDs, or stay connected on *759# to enjoy it all. DSTV, it's your moment.
And there's a new world of doing business, and your business shouldn't be left out. It's time to get Momo for Business today. To accept payment from over 15 million Momo customers, all you need is a business registration certificate, and your Ghana card. Applying to be MTN Momo merchant has been made simple, fast, and you just have to dial *5051# and follow the prompts, or apply online at momomerchantapplication.mtn.com.gh. You receive a reference number which you can use to track your application, so don't get caught waiting. Enjoy secure transactions and convenient transactions for your business with MTN Momo today. Note that the application is free. Do not pay any money to anyone for a merchant payment solution. Report any fraudulent charges using the Momo app, available on Play Store or the App Store.
All right, so let's talk about Republic Bank now. They're saying keep winning in the promo that keeps giving. Continue to make all your payments with our 4 fantastic credit cards: the Classic, the Adishare, the Infinite, or Republic Visa Business credit cards. Enjoy interest holidays, cashback rewards, global concierge services, and access to over 1 million ATMs worldwide, while you stand a chance to win a 2-day staycation at Aqua Safari in the Tap to Pay credit card promo reloaded. Just tap to pay. Live the soft life. We got you. This promo is regulated by the National Lottery Authority on the Caritas platform. T's and C's apply as always. Republic Bank, we are the one for you.
And have you heard about the Alliance for Life plan? It's an affordable life insurance policy you can get wherever you are. Simply dial *170# on MTN and select 5521, and voila! You and another life are covered for hospitalization and death. You also enjoy very low premium cashbacks every year and many more. Call Allianz Life Insurance on 0308 249 090. Visit our website on allianzgh.com. It's Alliance for Life *170# on MTN. Mato for life. Thank you. Drive Doctor. Dr. Yawasafo says, hey, Winston, stop the agenda. The slap was local.
Thank you.
The real issue is the promises of the bonus.
That's it.
They should be honest. The promise of 1,000 cities will get some players to play. Those who don't want to play have a right to refuse.
Exactly. And then you can start shouting and telling them that they are unpatriotic.
Okay.
But if you promise to pay and you don't pay and they ask for their money, that's just them exhibiting their rights.
Okay, so let me just do a final chaotic birthday shout. Happy birthday to Mrs. Florence Obese, who is at the Church of Pentecost, Kofuide Adreso. From your husband, Enoch, and children, they say they love you. Ma'am, thank you.
All right, Anthony Rudiger is in Ghana. Good morning, all of you. Welcome aboard to the Joy Sports Center with me, Fentio Tahiru Fentio. We'll hear from the Real Madrid defender and what's brought him to this country, how much he's enjoying it. But also this morning,
Life with me understand why members of executive committees or members of Black Stars management committees can apportion to themselves $100,000 each just for being members of that committee. And when clubs don't have money to pay their players, Premier Division clubs.
Well, that's a MPP's flag bearer hope for Kwabena Ejapong. Yesterday, he officially announced his bid to lead the New Patriotic Party to the 2024 polls, and he's committed to ensuring the Ghana Football Association becomes more financially accountable to the country. There have been unconfirmed reports that each Black Stars Management Committee member received an appearance fee of $100,000 at the 2023 World Cup. 2022 World Cup, I beg your pardon, where Ghana finished bottom of the group. The GFA has never officially commented on the matter, despite the public uproar. Japan wants the government to have stronger oversight responsibility over the GFA, especially since they provide the funds to run Ghana's national teams.
The government represents the community. You cannot take government away from football administration. I was totally against that attempt. And I forewarned them in 2006 when it was being done. But they didn't listen. And now look at where we have landed. I think we should have a stakeholder discussion, go back to the basics, the things that used to work for us, the collaboration between clubs, associations, and the government who provide the resources that we need to build the facilities and support our footballers. It is not right that your taxpayers' money will be used to support the Black Stars to go to the World Cup, but then when they make money out of the World Cup, it is not accounted to us, the Ghanaians. And then the whole ladder, the hierarchy of football never gets to a share in what we get out of these World Cups.
Very interesting thoughts from Kobina Japan. Ghana's budget for the 2022 World Cup was $8 million, out of which $5 million was spent in Qatar, as revealed, of course, by the Sports Minister Mustafa Yusuf. Yet, Ghana failed to progress from the group stages of the competition. That was just months after a group stage elimination at the 2022 Africa Cup of Nations. Ghana also missed out on the 2018 World Cup and suffered a round of 16 exit at AFCON 2019. So what is the problem with Ghana football?
There are two key need areas of our football ecosystem which we have identified. Each one of us here gathered would agree with me that we have big problems in coaching. Very big problems.
All right. Big problems in coaching. That's the problem. Keto Kreku at Monday's Congress. He highlighted refereeing and coaching as the two biggest problems of Ghana football. And that's a call which is not sat well with some of Ghana's football coaches. One of them is British-trained DeGraff Johnson, one-time Sekondi Hazaka's head coach. He wants the GFA to stop making what he describes as fat excuses and tackle the biggest problem, he says, are club owners.
The big fat excuse to load all the difficulties or 90% of the difficulties of Ghana's football on the heads of the coaches. Now, Kurt, being one ex-management, would not want to know the truth. But for me, for being involved in Ghana football since 2006, Hazaka's, Olympics, and then going to Togo Port, the problem is the management. Now, there are courses for the coaches. I've not heard of one course since 2006 for the management and owners of football clubs. They are the problem. Now, if you Google my name, you will find a comment that says Ghana's Premier League clubs do not need coaches, they need babysitters. And that really is stating the fact that it's not the coaches. Yes, there is problems with coaching. I would accept that. I'm not saying coaching is perfect. There's a lot of difficulties with coaching. But to put all the problems of Ghana football on the coach's head, I think is a sham. And I think he's passing the buck.
All right, that's DeGraff Johnson, former Sekondi Hazaka's head coach. Keto Kreku's speech at Monday's Congress has been described as a campaign speech, and that has further split the already divided football family. George Afriyie, former GFA vice president and now aspiring president, wants Okreku to stop with all the promises as he has failed to deliver on those he made 4 years ago.
4 years ago, this administration was ushered into office. And I'll give you key points. Some of the things that were captured in Ora Ketie's Okreku's manifesto was to provide football boots to all Division 1, Premier and Women football. If you look at the manifesto, it's captured. In his last year as the FA president, and chair football boots. And let me make it clear. So the football boots are not a gift from Mr. Ketio Yes Okreku's bottom. Puma, who is a major sponsor of the Ghana Football Association. That promise of providing boots for that 4-year period, it has only happened once. It was a campaign promise. In 4 years, Owinia Yebebo Autonomous Premier League. But Autonomous Premier League does not exist anywhere in the world. 4 years ago, autonomous.
That's George Afriyie. On the other hand, Randy Abbey, a GFA Executive Council member, he says he cannot understand why Kurt's address is being tagged as a campaign speech.
He has to account for his stewardship. So unless we're saying that
the things that he spoke about, he's not done them. I mean, this is not the first Congress that he's come to. You understand me? And that is spoken about things that the FA intends doing. I mean, so there are advantages and disadvantages of incumbency. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Yeah, so if there are advantages, he will get them.
That's, of course, Randy Abbey there. Later today, the National Football Philosophy, also called Ghana's Football DNA, will be launched. The document identify how Ghana plays, the current trends in football, and areas to strengthen, and how to get to where the country aims at reaching in terms of football. Keto Kreku on Monday said the document is the biggest gift to Ghana football.
On Wednesday, I will be presenting to Ghanaians the biggest gift of our football ecosystem. Finally, we have a scientific work done by the Technical Directorate, a document that will guide our football, a document that will develop our football, a document that would identify the identity of the Ghanaian game. When you speak to Mohamed Polo, he will speak about the agro.
That's Ket E.S. Okreko, GFA president. The Black Queens of Ghana have arrived in Conakry ahead of their game against Guinea. It's a Paris 2024 qualifier, and that match will be played on Friday. Now, German international Antonio Rudiger, he paid a visit to Ghanaian lower tier side Shooting Stars FC ahead of their 2023 Euro Tour. The Division 2 side is slated to travel out of Ghana on Saturday 15th for a 3-week tour of Germany, Spain and Norway. Rudiger had a mentorship session with the young players and encouraged them to seize the opportunity while in Europe and spark up their football career. He has also been speaking about, of course, how much he's enjoying being in Ghana.
For me, I feel at home, although I'm Sierra Leonean, but I think Africa is all for us. So I'm grateful to be here, and it's an honor, and to work with Isaac and Co.
There's a hub of talent. Ghana is the hub of talent. You've seen the likes of Asamoah, the likes of players that we have. How do you think you see the prospect that you think we can groom players for us to compete at the international level?
In general, build facilities, build the system of football, and then so that those young boys can one day be in the best teams in Europe. So, but this comes all down to organization. So now we talk higher up. So that's why I don't know how the system goes here. But at the end of the day, still you see a lot of Ghanaian talents in Europe and around. So.
Yeah, that's Rudiger. So facilities, he says, is the key to developing football talent. There's more sports, of course, on our website, myjoyonline.com. For now, that's all the latest.
Thank you very much, Fentiu, Tahiru Fentiu, for joining us with the latest in the world of sports. So we'll look forward to the launch, of, how do you call it?
Ghana Football DNA.
Ghana Football DNA.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to the launching of it. Let's see what comes out of it. Okay, so tomorrow when you come, we'll have a conversation about it.
We will. I will be there.
Yeah, thank you very much, Fentiu, Tahiru Fentiu, for joining us with the latest in the world of sports. But let's get interactive right here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. Fentiu, come back. Let me ask you a very simple question before you go. Come back.
You like agenda. You like agenda too much. What's the question?
Now, when was the last time you visited a tourist site in Ghana?
The last time? On Tuesday last week.
Okay. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. You're the man. You're not like Darryl Kwao. Darryl Kwao struggles.
He doesn't travel a lot.
No, he doesn't go anywhere.
I actually have been to quite a lot of Ghana's tourist sites. I'm a very well-traveled Ghanaian in Ghana.
Okay. Fantastic.
Yes.
Fantastic.
You know, I have been to the Tongo Rocks. I've been to... of course, I've been to Mole, I've been to Larabanga, I've been to Cape Coast Castle, Elmina, I've been to even Christianborg, right here. People don't even know that it's open to the public, and it's a tourist attraction now. I've been there, I've taken tours there, I have been to slave camps, I've been to Yeah, Charlie.
So you're doing a great job.
I've been to quite a lot.
Yeah, I mean, you're doing a good job.
I am. I'm investing in the local economy.
Very important, because this morning we're having a conversation about that. You know,
local tourism, right?
Local tourism. We realize that a lot of us don't travel around.
I've been to the Shire Hills.
I'm there all
the monkeys there.
Yeah, you see them, you know. So we're having that conversation right here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And I started by asking, when was the last time you visited a tourist site in Ghana? I was telling, Daryl, for instance, how you go to Ethiopia, they would show you Emperor Haile Selassie's, cathedral that he built.
Yeah.
They take you to the presidential palace.
Okay.
They would show you where he received the Queen of England, where Charles de Gaulle was, and all the world leaders.
You also go to Kwame Nkrumah Museum. They'll show you a lot of things. So it's not just Ethiopia.
They'll show you how Menelik II built his hall with eggshell.
With eggshells.
I tell you.
Let me go to Larabanga. They'll tell you how they built that mosque.
That one, I doubted it. I said this one is
eggshells.
It's not true.
Have you been to Larabanga before?
No, I haven't.
Wow. I see why you are all over, full of praise for Ethiopians who say they built some house with eggshells. Go to Larabanga and see the way they built the mosque there.
From there, we'll go to Tumu.
You see, there is a tourist site in my district. It's called the Golu Slave Walls.
Okay.
One of the remnants of the local slave trade. Where town, which is where Hillel Leman is from.
So let's track it. Hold
on, let me finish. They built a wall to protect the village.
When are you taking me there?
To protect the village from slavery. And you should be there to see how back in the day, in the 1600s, where locals found very creative engineering ways of protecting themselves from outside invaders. You need that.
Did you do summary in secondary school?
Summary or Dame?
Did you do summary in secondary school?
Summary?
Yes.
I'm an English teacher. So yes, but you see, when I have an opportunity to promote Ghana, don't summarize me.
Oh, that's time. The time is not your friend. Bye bye. Thank you, Tahir. Thank you. Let's get interactive. Join us on Twitter. Use the hashtag JoySMS. And social media messages on this morning show brought to us by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. Ghana AIDS Commission test to know your HIV status and take steps to protect your health. And number 10, Liver Salt, a refreshing relief, and GTP lifestyle. So, does your existing salary account give you more? Is your salary in the right account? Worry no more, because the EcoBank salary account is here to help you. Open an EcoBank salary account today and enjoy free life insurance, which covers temporary and permanent disability, critical illness, hospitalization, retrenchment, and death. With the EcoBank salary account, you have the ability to save as you spend, free debit card access to loans and more. The best part is you stand a chance to double your salary in the EcoBank Double Salary Promo Reloaded from now till the end of July. So open an EcoBank salary account today by visiting an EcoBank branch or ecobank.com to open an account online for amazing benefits. Please beware of scammers who may contact you on this offer. Always visit an EcoBank branch or call on toll-free 0800 003 225 for further details on the EcoBank salary account and the EcoBank Double Salary Promo Reloaded. Terms and conditions apply. EcoBank is the Pan-African Bank. Stay with us. We'll be right back after these messages.
This one, Gantuan account.
Why are you running?
It's all about the EcoBank salary account.
EcoBank salary account. Why? You gonna make me fly?
I promise it will make your pockets rise. The salary account comes with many incredible benefits, like free life insurance, which covers permanent total disability, critical illness, hospitalization, temporal disability, retrenchment, and death. Also save while you spend, access loans, get free debit cards, and the chance to double your salary and more in the EcoBank Double Salary Promo Reloaded. It's starting from this May to July 31st, 2023. And there are so many other consolation prizes to be won.
Hey, no wonder my hand was itching. This is the perfect account for my salary.
So go ahead, open an EcoBank salary account today. You also stand a chance to win more than double your salary from 1st of May to the 31st of July in the EcoBank Double Salary Promo Reloaded. Terms and conditions apply. This promo is under the supervision of the National Lottery Authority under the Caritas Lottery Platform. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Reserve your executive premium plot at Dodua Hills today, located near Dodua Fire Service, and enjoy secured gated community living with swag, with facilities such as electricity, shopping center, gym and fitness center, tarred road network, and many more. Just pay your negotiable deposit for the Dodua Hills premium plot and spread the balance within an agreed period of time to own your executive hilltop property today. Please call us now on 0540-633-569 or visit our website on www.doduahillsgh.com for further details. Dodua Hills, your peace of mind, our priority.
Welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us. Time now for the Joy Business Minute, brought to us by Consolidated Bank Ghana. CBG, we stand with you, and Macdan Aviation, your dependable private aviation solution.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, and Macdan Aviation, your dependable private aviation solution. Interest rates in Ghana overtook that of Egypt to become the highest among 15 top African countries. According to the weekly fixed income update compiled by some investment firms, the rates of about 24 and 26% were the highest. The Ghana Association of Savings and Loans Companies has said the issues of non-performing loans and high interest rates will be heavily discussed at its annual general meetings beginning today. Finance Minister Kenneth Wiata will present the mid-year review of budget estimates on Thursday, July 27, according to Joy Business sources. And Chinese billionaire Jack Ma's fortune is estimated to be worth less than half of what it was just 3 years ago, falling by $4.1 billion over the past year. And that's the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, and Macdan Aviation, your dependable private aviation solution.
Welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us. So do you know that you can purchase tertiary admission forms at any CBG branch nationwide? Buy tertiary forms of University of Ghana, University of Cape Coast, Ghana Communication Technology University, University of Environment and Sustainable Development, Cape Coast Technical University, SD Dombo University of Business and Integrated Development Studies, Kumasi Technical University, KNUST Institute of Distance Learning and Postgraduate Forms, Akintingapia Minka University of Skills Training and Entrepreneurial Development, the Bolga Tangat Technical University, Takrady Technical University, and the University of Education Winneba from any CBG branch nationwide. Visit any of our 114 branches nationwide to purchase your tertiary admission forms. For further inquiries, contact us on 0302-216-000. Talk to us. Email us now at talktous@cbg.com.gh or visit any of our social media handles on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Terms and conditions apply. CBG, we stand with you. And on Big Stories this morning, brought to us by Vodafone, Further Together, latest phone, your partner for life, and Belmonte by CPL Developers, as well as Access Bank, your number one remittance bank. Access Bank, more than banking. Our focus is on tourism, but most importantly on domestic tourism. So we've been doing the analysis, and this morning I was telling you, for instance, that look, if you go to Ghana, and if you come to Ghana and you look at the top 10 most visited attraction and size when it comes to domestic tourism, between 2016 to 2020, well, the Kakum National Park, with about 600,000 visits. So in 2016, 131,000, and in 2019, 126,000. If you look at it, for instance, in 2016, we had 457,000 visits to domestic tourist sites. And then in 2020, we had 197,000. That's because of COVID-19. But we asked a simple question, okay? And we're looking at those who found themselves in the top 10. So these are the top 10 tourist sites. You're looking at Kakum National Park, Cape Coast Castle, Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park, Menchia Palace Museum, Elmina Castle, Kintampo Falls, Konfanoche Sword Lake, Bosumtree, the Molly National Park, Ebri Gardens, Vli Waterfalls, Nzulezu, and the Zenga Crocodile Pond. So these are the top 10. So, these are tourist sites that featured in the top 10. You're looking at, on the average, about 2 million visits from 2016 to 2020. You asked the critical question, should this be the state of domestic tourism in our dearest country? 2 million from 2016 to 2020. Okay, these are the top 10. So between 2016 to 2020, you're looking at about 2 million visits. Meanwhile, you have millions coming into the country annually. But in this country, many of us find it very difficult visiting tourist sites. What is it? What's the problem? What can be done so we can actually enhance domestic tourism? Stay with us right here on the Super Morning Show. Later on, we'll be sharing with you also when it comes to the international visits here on the Super Morning Show. But the Vodafone Edem promo is finally here. Receive up to 20% of your money back in your Vodafone cash wallet when you recharge with 5 Ghana cedis or more. So here's 2 more reasons to keep your conversations going with a Vodafone Edem promotion. You can, send credit to a friend and they too will receive up to 20% instant cash. Recharge with 5 Ghana cedis or more from your preferred short code, your Vodafone cash wallet, credit transfer, My Vodafone app or other preferred payment platforms. The higher you recharge, the more you get back. Keep reloading in the Edem promotion and win with Vodafone. Vodafone, further together. So do you know that your company, church, school, association, union, foundation, civil society organization, partnership, business name, and professional body can be sanctioned or stricken off the register for failure to file your annual returns or renew your business? Don't be a victim. File your annual returns and renew your business to be in good standing with the Office of the Registrar of Companies. Now, the filing fee for annual returns is 90 Ghana cedis per year with 600 Ghana cedis flat penalty rate when in default. So proprietorships should renew their business name by dialing the short code *222# and follow the prompts to make payment on the ghana.gov.gh payment platform at a fee of 60 Ghana cedis per year. And the renewal of partnership is 90 Ghana cedis. Professional bodies are to renew each professional member of their professional body at a fee of 30 Ghana cedis annually. Call us on 0302 666 081 or 0557653130. WhatsApp or Telegram. Or let's get interactive on social media at ORC Ghana. You can visit us on our website, orc.gov.gh or rgd.gov.gh. ORC, here to serve. But if you're looking for a 1-seater, 2-seater, 3-seater or L-shaped sofa, crafted to the finest details and available in various colors for your home, office or hotel, if you're looking for comfort, durability, quality and that perfect finishing, look no further because Latest Foam is your one-stop shop, whatever your choice or budget. Buy from the best, not the imitated. Buy Latest Foam. Latest Foam is your partner for life. So welcome to Belmonte, where luxury meets comfort. If you're in the market for a home that combines class, convenience, and comfort, then look no further than Belmonte. Belmonte is located in the prime East Legon area of Lagos Avenue. The Belmonte stylish apartment offers first-class luxury and cutting-edge finishing. So whether you're looking for an executive studio suite, a cozy one-bedroom apartment, a spacious two-bedroom apartment, or a custom villa, we've got you covered. But that's not all. Belmonte offers a range of top-notch facilities to relax and keep you entertained. So why wait? Take the first step towards your dream home. Sign up for our 3-year payment plan and own your property today. Contact us on 0204-343-011 or 0204-343-015. Belmonte is developed by CPL. All right, so stay with us. We'll be right back after these messages here on the Super Morning Show.
Hey, you ever buy credits where you get up to 20% of your money back before? Make I tell you about Vodafone's Edemu promo. See, anytime you recharge Edemu, you get up to 20%, whether it be short code or your Vodafone cash wallet, or you don't use credit transfer to your number or someone else. And now you be high tech, so you don't use my Vodafone app or any payment app. However you do, Vodafone go send you up to 20% cash back. Edemu into your Vodafone cash account. We'll reload here, but then you enter. Top up your airtime with 5 Ghana cedi or more in Vodafone's Edemu promotion and receive 20% of your money back straight into your Vodafone cash wallet. Recharge and cash out in the Vodafone Edemu promotion.
Vodafone, further together.
Comfort, durability, finishing, quality. Choosing sofas and beds for your home, office or hotel couldn't be easier with an exclusive range of sofas and beds in various designs and colors from Latex Foam. There is so much choice whatever your budget. Latex Foam, your partner for life.
It's morning in Africa.
It won't be bright for another hour or two, but the continent is already on the move. Trade is kicking up, and spirits are high as the continent prepares to move yet another 1 million tons of goods to markets across the seas. It's the hour for making tea and coffee, of cotton bales, splitting wood, diamonds in metal boxes, and tall, tall buildings going up. The train engines are revving up, factories are opening, and big undersea cables are pushing the continent alive. 4 time zones, 1 million opportunities, and vibrant young professionals 100 million strong. It's morning in Africa, and one bank is opening the door to endless opportunities. With seamless Pan-African payment and trade solutions and presence in Europe, Asia, and the Middle East, we are Africa's gateway to the world.
Access, more than banking.
Hi, now let me share my wildlife experience with you at Safari Valley Eco Park. On our arrival, we were greeted by experienced tour guides who took us through an orientation on how best to enjoy the experience. We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the Eco Park. We saw zebras, sable antelopes, crown cranes, maras, silky chicken, emus, wallabies, deer, ponies, and so many animals. We watched the animals roam freely in their natural habitat, undisturbed by our presence. Our tour guide told us so much about the wildlife, their behavior, and how to interact with them. I even fed them. We also went fishing. Then we took a break to have lunch in the beauty of the open space. All of this fun and activities for a starting price of 250 cedis, and it's free for children below 6 years. As the sun began to set, it was time to go back home, but not before our sunset dinner by the campfire. We've had a thrill of a lifetime, and I can't wait to visit again. Safari Valley Eco Park, bringing you closer to nature.
A bank that supports you, a bank that cares for you. Hand in hand, we stand with you. So lift your head up, big dreams are waiting. We'll walk with you wherever you go. Where all your dreams come alive, CBG will make you smile. We will rise with you. Your business will flourish. Your name will stand out. Consolidated Bank, CBG. We stand with
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
I was just a child when I felt the Savior leading. I was drawn to what I could not understand. And for the cause of Christ, I have spent my days believing that what He'd have me be is who I am. As I've come to see the weakness of me,
I love this station.
I realized His grace is what I'll need. When sin demanded justice for my soul, mercy said no. I'm not gonna let you go. I'm not gonna let you slip away. You don't have to be afraid. Mercy said no. Sin will never take control. Life and death stood face to face. Darkness tried to steal my heart away. Thank you, Jesus. Mercy said no. Oh, yeah. God so loved the world that He sent His Son to save us. From the cross He built a bridge to set us free.
a conversation about tourism. I focus mainly on domestic tourism, and I've been sharing with you, statistics from 2016 to 2020, a little over 2 million visits to the top 10 tourist sites in the country. And I've seen lots of you engaging us, telling us about, tourism being something of leisure. And so what really matters also is that they are driven mainly by disposable income. And so the question we must ask is, how many of us locally have the disposable income to visit tourist sites in Ghana as it stands? But Ahmed Asiedo in Manchester, United Kingdom says he visited a small place near Kufuri some years back, says Obua Sabia, and he saw some amazing things there. But the curator gave him a story that made him feel very sad as a Ghanaian. He says, look, I saw real footprints on a stone, and a stone that is beautifully weaved, which in my opinion sounds impossible. Now the curator, when telling us the story behind the amazing stone, ended up saying that this stone was a human being, and it was my grandfather who turned it into a stone. How on earth can I bring my white friends to visit this beautiful site to be told such a primitive story? Ghanaians are not treating our tourist sites seriously at all. Well, when the Deputy Minister gets here, I would read this message again. And, Guy Fawkes says that let's not forget that tourism is primarily a leisure activity. You can also join us. I've seen lots of you sending messages about, your experiences. Keep them coming. Join us on Twitter. Use the hashtag JoySMS. And on WhatsApp 055-1111-997. But a happy birthday to you, Sister Deborah Nalamle Kobla of the Methodist Church, Ghana, Latebia Koshi Circuit. Grace Society, may the good Lord bless you, bless your steps in this new age. And it's from Brother Gabi. So Brother Gabi to you, Sister Deborah Na Lamle Kobla. But the Sukasa O'Granson Community's affordable luxury housing project is now rolling out its affordable housing units on sale for its 3-bedroom unit with an outhouse starting at $97,500 or its city equivalent, and its 4-bedroom unit with an outhouse starting at $195,000 or its city equivalent. We offer you various convenient payment options, and our projects are presently at East Legon Hills and Ayimensa sites. We're located at Lagos Avenue in East Legon. Call us on 0302-960-865 or WhatsApp us on 055-369-7886. For enquiries, you can also reach us via email at info@sukasa.com.gh or on our social media handles, SukasaGH, Sukasa Building on Trust. Now, have you been to the Safari Valley Eco Park's Safari Wildlife Experience? Have you been to Safari Valley Eco Park? If you haven't, please let me tell you more about that, because that's where to be. And we're talking about domestic tourism today. And if you want to experience nature, if you love nature, a lot of you talk about the fact that you want to go to East Africa to experience nature. My guy, right here in Ghana, you can experience it, because Safari Valley Eco Park is introducing Safari Wildlife Experience by creating an environment that fosters the harmonious cohabitation of forest, water, humans, and wildlife such as zebra, sable antelope, llama, wallaby, fallow deer, Pentagonian mara, and many others, where everyone can come and experience these majestic creatures at a starting price of only 250 Ghana cedis, and it's free for children up to the age of 6. So it's only an hour's drive from Accra. It opens from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. each day. Visit Safari Valley Eco Park with your friends and family today for the thrill of a lifetime. For more information, visit safarivalleyresorts.com. Check out Safari Valley on Instagram or call 0596 914394. Stay with us. When we return after these messages, we start our conversation. We'll be right back.
Are you hoping to start university this October? If you want a British degree from a world-class university at a fraction of the cost, then join Lancaster University Ghana right here in Accra. With a diverse student community, vibrant campus life, and 50% scholarships to support your study, Lancaster University Ghana provides you with a world-class education that creates endless opportunities globally. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Apply to join Lancaster University Ghana, where learners become leaders. years. Admissions are currently open for our October 2023 intakes. Apply now for our foundation and undergraduate programs. For more information, contact us on +233 030 221 8989 or send an email to admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
Hello? Yeah, is it true that your Adansia 10 Dubai trip on chartered Emirates flight is sold out?
Yeah, you heard right. All 250 seats to Dubai on 10th August are fully booked, but all hope is not lost. There are a few more seats on Emirates for 13th and 15th August departing to Dubai, with the rates starting at only $1,650.
Great. I can't miss out on this fun trip. Are there any other combo trips?
Yes, we have few seats available on below exciting combo trips. Nairobi and Dubai with Dorinando, South Africa, Victoria Falls and Livingstone with Lexus Bill, Singapore, Bali and Malaysia cruise with Kwame Daze, Kigali and Dubai.
Wait, how do I book now?
Just send hi to the WhatsApp number 0593 857 002 or call 0556 310 404 or visit AdansiTravels.com. All bookings from now till 25th July will get free pass to Adansi at 10 Gala Dinner in Accra.
Awesome.
It's a vibe.
In partnership with National Theatre and Joy FM, Roverman Productions present I Like What You Like, an original Ebo White play.
Hey, Kwesi Trumpet, what kind of misfortune follows you so much that when your rich auntie dies in the US, the only thing she leaves you is her ashes? Boy, you won't keep that thing in this household. Put it outside the gate and regard it as wakekeeping. Or you can use it for tea. Your here needs your share.
Well, his auntie named him a sole beneficiary to her estate.
I am his wife. How much is it worth?
Roughly $350 million.
Wow, Auntie Frida! Oh, Kwesi, we cannot leave her outside the gate. She will feel cold. Let us keep her on the dresser in the guest room and ensure she gets a befitting burial.
Shows at the National Theatre on July 7th, 8th, 9th, 14th, 15th, and 16th. Friday at 7 p.m. Saturdays at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Sundays at 1 p.m., 4 p.m., and 8 p.m. Tickets available on the short code *365 *535# and all the usual outlets. 150 Ghana cedis. Sponsored by Ebony Condoms, Gino, GCP, and M Notify. Roverman Productions. Be the difference.
Are you tired of struggling with bad financial situations? At Quick Credit, we understand the difficulties that come with transitioning to a better one. That's why we're here to simplify the process for you. With loan facilities from 1,500 cedis upwards, all you have to do is call and we will take care of the rest. All you need is your national ID. No savings, no collateral, no susu, no deposits, and no account opening required. Quick Credit has you covered. Whether you're expanding a business, starting a new one, facing an emergency like school fees or funeral expenses, or even just in need of a salary loan. What are you waiting for? Call Quick Credit today. 0302 200 390 or 059 692 0833. We do not give loans via the internet. Quick Credit is regulated and licensed by the Bank of Ghana. Terms and conditions apply. Quick Credit. Lending made simple.
Now we go live in 3, 2, 1.
Elta Tigo is now 80. It's Airtel Tigo. It's okay, Abna. Say Airtel, Elta, say Sadie. That you know simple cry. 80. Simple.
Tell your neighbor to tell a neighbor that your favorite telecommunication network, Airtel Tigo, is now 80. Simple. New name, but still provides you with affordable and reliable internet, clear calls, secure money services, and much more.
80. Life is simple.
If you get LPG, let me see your hand. Who are that?
Mr. Menu, I'm not happy with you, cry.
Oh, landlord, what is it?
Me, what is the problem? How can you allow your wife cook with charcoal and firewood? Don't you know smoke is harmful to your wife? Don't you have gas?
Oh, landlord, me, I've been using charcoal since.
You're not current at all. Now every Ghanaian uses gas because it's safe and convenient. Just one matchstick, and you're good to go. Food cooks faster and the taste is retained.
Hey, landlord, be that.
You think I'm joking, eh? New rule, no gas, no accommodation. Even you just paid your rent, eh? And my friend, come for your money and leave my house.
Hey, landlord, if you make a mistake and you give me this money, eh? I'm not going to move. I'm going to buy gas.
Like you will see.
Don't be left out. LPG is safe and convenient. This campaign is brought to you by the National Petroleum Authority and supported by the Ministry of Energy and World Bank. Contact our toll-free number 080-012-300 for more information.
coffee in your cup, and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet. On Joy 99.7 FM.
Kaja Israel, Kaba Egypt, Kaja Ethiopia, Kaja Sudan, Waja Shong. Kaja Kushima, you know, one. So Timbuktu, Ghana, Mali, Sumanguru, you know, Waja Shong. Waja Shong. So Timbuktu, Ghana, Mali, Sumanguru, you know what you're showing. Manchester, you know Sumanguru, you know what you're showing. Osetutu, you know, Wamasa, you know, Yasantwa, you know what you're showing. Kaja Israel, Kaba Egypt, Kaja Ethiopia, Kaja Sudan, what you're showing. Abaka, Bajimo, one year, Yafo, Kalacha, Akachimo, 1 year, and in Yamfeng. Abaka Bajimo 1 year, Yafo Kalacha, Akachimo 1 year, and in Yamfeng. I'm a
Coffee in your cup, and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet. On Joy 99.7 FM.
So this is the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And today we're having a conversation about tourism. But for me, my focus really is on domestic tourism, because consistently we've talked about, yes, Ghana, we've talked about the year of return. Beyond the return, we've actually talked about destination Ghana. We've talked about how people should come into Ghana. Today we know that when it comes to Christmas, your destination is Ghana. The whole world is in Ghana for Christmas. But beyond that, locally, not long ago, the Ghana Tourism Authority launched, Experience Ghana. We were asking all of us to go to tourist sites, take a picture, tag them, and you're going to win wonderful, prizes for even doing just that. But the question is, how many of us take advantage and visit tourist sites locally? How many of us do so? Just yesterday, the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park has been opened to Ghanaians. And we've all talked about how beautiful it is. So we said, why not have a conversation? Yes, we'll talk about it, but also talk about tourism, and particularly domestic tourism. How are we patronizing our sites domestically? How are Ghanaians visiting these sites? So I asked a very simple question. When was the last time you visited a tourist site in Ghana? And in-house here, some have struggled to say when the last time was. They don't remember. This morning we're joined by the Deputy Minister in charge of Tourism, Arts and Culture, Mark Okrekumante. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Winston.
How's it going?
God's grace, we are fine.
Everything is going well at the ministry.
Yes.
And congratulations to you. The Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park. The first time I went there was in the early 90s.
Early 90s.
And Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum at the time.
Okay.
Not this one.
Okay.
No. Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum. At the time, we were, growing up when I went there. Yeah, I liked everything. I remember that was when I realized that Kwame Nkrumah was a co-president in Guinea. Because when you go there, all of these things are there. When he left in 1966, went to China, everything about him you find there. You find his tomb and everything. Then subsequently, Fatia was also buried there. But we've done a great thing doing, renovating it and transforming it into a modern one. Yesterday you've opened it, so what should we expect now that you've opened it?
Yes, sir. Yesterday I was there myself for some hours. I saw some good numbers for a start. Relatively, I asked the executive director if it was better than before, because I didn't know the before numbers.
Okay.
So we compared, and it started very well. What we should expect is that we are going to maintain the place to be able to compete. For tourism, we speak like businesses, because we believe that tourism is a marketing environment created to bring money into corporate houses. The idea is that if you say compete, it means that it is a place that instead of going to maybe a place in South Africa or Morocco, you would want to come to a Kwame Nkrumah Park as against some venue in South Africa. Or, because when I went to South Africa, I think I went to the home of President Nelson Mandela. So that is, Kwame Nkrumah's park is also like a competitor indirectly. And so we are saying that this is an option. This is a better option. Come to Kwame Nkrumah Park instead. So every element that we need to be able to compete, we are going to use. Marketing, heavy promotion, activities. That's why last Friday we did Samini and Kofi Kinata to attract people to know that it's no more the traditional solemn environment. Now we can have activities. We have a restaurant there. We have Kwame Nkrumah Library. We have bookshop or gift shop and all of that. We're trying to create some activities between Mondays and Fridays. It could be arts gallery for particular days. It could be cultural activities, music, anything that film showing, anything that will attract you to come in addition, sort of addenda, in addition to what you know already.
Okay. Let me just welcome our listeners in Kumasi who are listening to us on Love 99.5 FM. And please note that later on the show would activate the phone line, so you'll be giving a chance to ask all the questions. But you could actually start by sending them on Twitter. Use the hashtag JoySMS. Yes, you've talked about this and you've talked about how you intend to maintain it, how you intend to manage it. But is it the same for all other tourist sites?
It is not.
Why is it not?
It is not because government does not have direct control over all tourist sites in Ghana. Some of them are owned by private people, and so we can only regulate, but we do not have a day-to-day operational control over some of the tourist sites. Before we started speaking on air, I mentioned like the Papaya Park, beautiful place, like the one you marketed, the one you promoted just before.
The Safari Valley.
Safari.
Yes. Eco Park.
Eco Park, yes. Beautiful place. I used to go there when it was not ready. The last time I went there, they asked me to pay, is it 600 or something, or 500?
Well, if you're going to the, you pay 250.
Is it 250?
Yes.
Something like that, yes.
If you're more than one, you would, yes, you don't have to pay more, yes.
So I said, I used to come here. He said, no, now you pay before you enter. But it's beautiful place. I mean, the concept. But if today you go there and you are not happy, I'm sure the first person you think of is government. But all we can do is to regulate the do's and don'ts, the laws surrounding tourism. Apart from that, customer service and all of that, it is the managers who control that. And so, yes, we have control over some of the tourist sites. Some of them we do not have. So we can only talk about the ones that we have control over, and then regulate the ones that we do not have control.
Exactly. So let's look at the ones that you have control over.
Yeah.
These ones that you have control over, are they being treated? Are they being promoted just like you're doing to the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park?
I think that to some extent, yes, but we can do more. When we were going to launch the Kwame Nkrumah Park, my boss set up a committee and asked me to lead. And one of the things that I championed was the communication or the publicity on the Kwame Nkrumah Park. And so you will notice that if it's not the first time, it's about it's about the first time that government goes to commission a project, or president commissions a project, and on Twitter we're number one. It was deliberate. We worked on it. We pre-promoted president to commission. And on the D-Day, Hit FM transmitted live. GTV took it live. Twitter was busy. Social media was busy. All planned. The following day, thanks to City, Bernard Avila was there to have a show. TV3 was there to have a show. Adam, on a Friday morning, did their morning show from the Kwame Nkrumah Park. And all these elements play a role in making sure. And so the media, we thank you for your support. And so we are going to be deliberate about it this time. And our website, I'm working on it with the team. It's going to be very vibrant. Social media handles.
Which website?
The Ministry of Tourism, Art and Culture website. That will see to all our sites.
Okay.
Yes, because it's been relatively slow. If I compare it to some of the media houses and some of the corporate houses in Ghana, relatively we are slow. And let's accept these new media sort of are new to some of the public service environment. And so we must bring what we know from the private sector, we inject into what we know into the public service and make sure that, like I told you, tourism is a marketing product. It is not a tangible product. And so my boss's background is actually media plus marketing.
Marketing, yes.
I have the same. Akwesi Ajiman, say media marketing. And so when it comes to marketing or publicity, I think we shouldn't fail Ghanaians.
And why you talk about not failing Ghanaians, I'm just curious. So, yes, I know your website, but you say you're now going to, are you going to create another website or you're going to add a tourist site? Same old one.
Same old one.
But you think that a website doesn't
we even have Visit Ghana.
Yes.
Yes, the Visit Ghana app and all of that. But we think that we can do better than we are doing now. Because yes, and sometimes you need to prove a point in convincing leadership. I remember even the same business when I said we needed a department for social media. I remember my boss Kosuchum said, "Oh, let the workers do it." The same old workers. I had to prove a point in the same building that it can be done, and this is the way. So I had to start it my own way with my small. Before he accepted that, I'm seeing the results, so now let's form a team. So we are starting from somewhere.
But I'm surprised all this while. You're now proving a point that you need to do more when it comes to this.
New media is not in the DNA of public service. New media is not. At the same time, when I also came here and said that, look, we need to do this, even multimedia at the time also said they didn't believe in it at the time. So it takes time to be able to convince people to come on board with new things, especially. So yes, you can see that. We have websites. Most of the ministries have websites, but I'm sure that you can't compare the way we operate our websites as against private sector.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, you've talked. So you've talked about how you intend to go about it, but in there is a challenge that look. Yes, there are people who will go to privately managed places and probably say, you are to be blamed. But there are people who are also going to go to other places. Your responsibility is to ensure that, look, you regulate well. Your response sometimes also is to ensure that these facilities, some of which could actually come under your management.
Yeah.
So how are you doing that?
We have given most of our places good leadership now. Like you go to the museum, National Museum. At the moment, the management is good. People do not complain about our National Museum now. It's renovated, fine place, washroom clean, environment, tour guide on point, and all of that. And so, just like any other management form, we are using good corporate governance to make sure that all these sites are also well managed. I do not think that governance in a private sector environment is different from governance in public service. They only have little, but governance everywhere, whether public, whether it's states, whether governance is governance. Management is management. Management is about the same planning and organizing and staffing and budgeting, all of that. Same, every place you go, that even home, the governance at home is almost the same as governance corporate. You just must understand the concept of governance, and it's almost the same.
Great. So are you happy with let me just find out from you, are you happy with the domestic tourism numbers? Are you happy with
Yes. I think that COVID taught us a lesson. I was trying to look out for the numbers on my phone, so I am precise. But
share those numbers with me.
Yes, the particular one cannot open. So let me just share. Okay, I have a rough idea of 2022.
Okay.
Top 10 provisional tourist attraction sites.
Mm-hmm.
So first one is Ibri Botanical Gardens, Residence. residents, we have 154,860.
Visits?
Visits, yes.
Okay.
Non-resident, we have 31,249. So resident plus non-resident, we got 186,109. And so it looks like even the residents are higher.
That's Ghanaians.
Yes, Ghanaians.
Yeah, so so we'll focus more on that. And then so that's Ebri.
Ebri. Then we come to Kakum.
Mm-hmm.
Kakum National Park, 113,769, 113,769. This is for resident.
Mm-hmm.
The non-resident, we have 22,487, making total of 136,256. Third, Kumasi Zoo.
Okay.
Again, you see Kumasi Zoo is a tourist site for government.
Yes.
But not directly under the Ministry of Tourism.
It's under which ministry?
Forestry.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but if you should go there now and you have challenges, I'm sure the first people you think of is Ministry of Tourism.
Mm-hmm.
Until I even went to work with the ministry, I also thought it was for tourism. Just like the Children's Park.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people talk to us, what are you doing to Children's Park? But it's an agenda, not us.
Okay.
Yeah. So Kumasi Zoo, we have 113,582 for residents. And non-resident, we have 1,102.
Okay.
So 1,102. Total 114,684. Cape Coast Castle. Popular Cape Coast Castle, 70,322 for residents.
But that's for you?
Yes, that's for us. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Resident, 70,322. And then non-resident, 16,370. Total 86,692. Fifth is Elmina Castle under us. 58,091.
Okay.
For resident. Non-resident 14,000. That is a different one. Okay, even still, the residents is still higher.
Yes.
So I think the correlation is showing that domestic tourism is giving us more numbers than even.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, but let's look at one thing here, and I'm just going to do a bit of comparison here. I'm looking at your 2020 figures. I'm not going to compare with 2020 because I'm not going to I'll compare with, say, 2019, 2018, 2017, 2016. Okay. And you would see, for instance, that when it gets to a place, I mean, we're doing well.
Okay.
So when you look at, for instance, the Cape Coast Castle, in 2019, 88,000. Today, we're doing badly. It comes to 70,000. When you go to a place like Kakum, Kakum in 2019 was 126,000. It goes to 113,000. There's a reduction there.
Okay.
But when it gets to the Ebri Gardens, that's a huge jump because in 2019, it didn't even show up in the top 10. But then in 2022, is the highest of the 154,000. Have you, for instance, found out, places like Kakum and Cape Coast Castle and Elmina Castle, which were doing so well in the past, what's been happening to them?
Okay. For the obvious reason, road. Yeah.
Good. And that takes us to the main part of the conversation. Access to these tourist sites.
Yeah. Road.
What's the ministry doing about it? Because yes, we're pushing people to go to these tourist sites, but really, Honorable Marco Kumante, in some of the tourist sites, I must be very honest with you, even Kakum today, the road is not that great.
Oh, you're old school. Kakum has been fixed.
If you go to Elmina, Elmina, I mean, I was just there this year.
Okay.
The road is not that bad.
Okay.
Going to Elmina.
Okay.
Of course, there's a huge traffic.
Yeah,
Cape Coast, not bad road. The road is good. You would get there. But there are other tourist sites where the roads are in a deplorable state.
Yes.
What's the ministry doing about it?
We acknowledge that some of the roads are not good to promote tourism. That is why President Akufo-Addo has set up the interministerial committee because yes, the tourism is everything. Sanitation affects tourism. Education. Almost everything. People travel from their country to another country to go and learn. They become tourists in that country. It can be a short course. So almost everything is tourism. Trade is tourism. People come to Ghana for business, but they come as business tourists. Religion is tourism. Religious tourism. That is where my favorite cathedral, National Cathedral, will come in. So almost even...
National Cathedral has stalled?
Yes. We'll come back, don't worry.
Really?
Yes, at the right
I
time.
was there the last time.
We'll come back at the right time.
I didn't see a single construction going on.
We'll come back at the right time.
At the right time?
At the right time.
You let's continue.
Yes. So you see that when I was at Hit FM, there was a show by Deborah Cox, an American performer. It came out of tourism. One tourist came to Ghana, I saw Ghana, peaceful country, they love music, entertainment. Why don't I take advantage and promote a show in Ghana? When they came, they advertised on multimedia. So although he's a tourist, who came as a tourist, he came a second time as a business tourist, later on became an entrepreneur. And when he decided to spend here, Frank Kwachi made some money, PA system, Fantasy Dome made money, multimedia made money. Almost all the people in the chain, the value chain for performance, were paid. Just like Global Citizen came to Ghana. Look at the number of people who were paid, including our own Belamundi after emceeing this year. She's the same person who emceed Global Citizen in France.
In France, yeah.
Correct. It's out of tourism. So tourism is everywhere. So almost everybody has a stake in tourism. And so President has set up interministerial committee so that everybody would fix his or her part for us. And so the road minister is one of the members. And that is why he's fixed the Kakum Park Road. The year of roads considered tourist sites as part of the agenda. And so he started. That's why he's done the Kakum Park. It's ongoing. I met him 2 weeks ago. He was on his way to Ascend North. And he told me he was going to do more. So we can only wish for more. But we started. The vice president in his last meeting with me, Dr. Baumia, was asking us to consider other ways of transport, like boats, like helicopter, chopper, instead of just roads. So we are looking at all of that. So anytime GIPC is making a presentation in other parts of the world or even in Ghana, they consider some of these things that private sector can take advantage of.
Yeah. I'll get back to this, but this morning we're joined by Mark Okrekumante, who is Deputy Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture. You know, you have to be very particular about that. Tourism,
tourism, arts and culture.
Yes. If you're not careful, you add creative arts to it.
Yes, and you offend some people.
Okay. And we're having a conversation about tourism. We're looking at domestic tourism. That's more of our focus this morning here on the Super Morning Show. And later on the show, we'll activate the phone lines for you so you can also join us and so we can have a conversation. But, you know, somewhere in 2017, 2018, the World Bank, you know, gave us some facility to develop our tourism sites. I remember under Catherine Afeku's administration. What happened?
She started the World Bank Development or Ghana Tourism Development Project. It's under that project that the Kwame Nkrumah Park or Kwame Memorial Park has this facelift. We've done a lot. People think it's just Kwame Nkrumah. Bonwire Museum is almost ready. Bonwire Museum is in Bonwire to market, to use that to market Kente. Yasantua Museum is also ongoing. We gave about almost $20 million to the private sector. Yes, and so we supported Bisabrewa, we supported Menchia. A lot. I have the list on my phone. I can see somebody calling. Let me try and get you some of the names.
Okay.
Yes.
But while you get some of the names, I mean, the other important part of this conversation, you talked about maintenance.
Yes.
In the current. And I will get back to another, aspect of the conversation, and that would be knowledge of these tourist sites. You're talking about. Let's start from there. You're talking about, using.
Oh, it's here.
Yeah, which one? The Bisabrewa.
Strengthening-
Bisabrewa is in Second D.
Yes.
Yes.
Uncle Kwao.
Yes.
Yes.
I've been there. I know.
Yes. So, tourist site is so Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park, amphitheaters, Kintampo and Wuli Waterfalls, Menchia Museum, consultancies on Cape Coast and Elmina Castles, Shai, Mole, Kakum National Parks. These are some of the areas we looked at.
Okay.
Yes, we supported Shekina in Sekwakope, Dance P. I don't know if you know Dance P. Dance Paradise in Cape Coast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we supported Dance Paradise in Cape Coast. Hansonic Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
We supported them. These are just a few that I have.
Good, but let's look at one thing. Now, do we know all the tourist sites?
We should know all the tourist sites, according to Ghana Tourism Authority. Unfortunately, every day, we are blessed with too many natural resources for tourism such that every day Ghana gives birth to a new one.
So we don't know all of them?
That's why I say that, yeah, we should know. But unfortunately, because every day somebody discovers a new place, it is difficult to say, yes, you know all of them. There's a new one I have seen at Obosmase called Adom Waterfalls.
Okay.
Yes, I'm here to go and see the place because the reason why I got to know was that people are complaining about their services. And that is why I've informed Ghana Tourism Authority that I'll go there myself because that's the route I apply most of the time because of where I come from. Yeah.
So it means that there are places that are springing up all the time.
Yes.
Which is even difficult for you to regulate.
Yes.
Why should that be the case?
I think that it is the case because people decide that, yes, it is my property. The chief and his people or her people have discovered something. Some of them do not even know that the fact that you've discovered it doesn't mean that you can operate without informing the authority. Because I always say that thanks to President Kufuor, tourism is now a topic that people discuss. I hear years ago that particular ministry was called Ministry of Enjoyment. Leaders in the country didn't even take tourism seriously. Growing up, it was called excursion. They didn't even know it was called tourism until a few years ago I noticed that, excursion and tourism.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, during the Kufuor administration, that's when you had the Ministry of Tourism and Modernization of the capital city. A lot of emphasis was on it. Then started at the time the Kwewu paragliding and everything.
Yeah,
a lot of attention.
the time of Honorable Jake.
Yes, Jake
yes.
took a lot of made a lot of inroads in there. But we are looking at our inability to know all our tourist sites.
Yes,
you have Ghana Tourism Authority has regional offices.
Yeah.
Right?
I think it's normal. I think it's natural. It's just like radio. Let me use radio station. Even in the developed countries, people still do pirate media. So, like EPA. Yes, we all know that before you build a house, you must have permit from EPA or local authorities. But every time you see the walls, they write on it, produce permit.
Yes.
Yes, because some people will decide that they don't do the right thing. It's our job to identify them and get the right thing done or get them to regularize what they're doing. But to say that you won't have people who recalcitrant who say they will not do, I'm not sure. In a human environment, I'm sure that's why Parliament is still relevant. That's why they're still passing the law.
But these are areas, for instance. So you have, regional tourism authorities. You have offices in the region, Ghana Tourism Authority.
Yeah.
Now, you don't have offices in the districts.
We have.
You have offices in the districts.
Yes.
These districts, and Ghana is a decentralized country.
Yeah.
So whether you're practicing deconcentration, delegation, or devolution is decentralization.
Yes.
So there are people there who are supposed to be monitoring and know the sites that spring up and then regulate them.
Yeah.
So?
Yes, we still need some degree of education for our local governments. Because, was it yesterday or something? I heard something in the news. Okay, I'll recollect it. It was on judiciary. And it's to reinforce my conversation with the previous CJ. This, Madam Sophia Akufu.
Sophia Akufu?
Yes, former CJ.
Yes.
We had gone to her to give us a special high court for the creative industry. Mm-hmm. And then she said, why would you want us to give you a special high court just for creativity or creative industry? And she advised that instead, we come and educate them on copyright issues, if that's our challenge, because they won't assume that they know everything as judges. And yesterday, I heard in the news that there was a conference that some people went to educate them on a particular area. Yes. So then I remembered the conversation she had with me, I think 2 or 3 years ago. We also need to educate our people in the local government environment, because we can't pretend they know everything, which we have not done. We need, and the education shouldn't be once, it should be a process, because the environment keeps evolving, things keep changing. How people want, now they say it's not customer service, now it is customer satisfaction. Mm-hmm. There's an evolution there. And so we need to always educate our people. And so that is one of the jobs we need to do. So we won't fault them for not doing what they have to do. But again, I just want you to know that every day you will find somebody not doing the right thing. It doesn't mean that we're not doing our jobs well. Yeah.
Okay, great. But let's look at maintenance of these sites. In fact, when I said I was going to have this conversation, David Akwete of Love FM was like, we're having a conversation. He said, the last time I spoke to Mark, I was asking him about maintenance.
Yeah.
Yes, we've reconstructed it, we're talking about it, but how do we ensure that the standard that we have today is maintained?
I think that we'll use Kwame Nkrumah Park to show that example, because before we became ministers, we all knew the challenges with our tourist site, and we visit some of them and we know some of the challenges ourselves. We see them, they are virtually tangible. Mm-hmm. And so we are taking all the steps. Like I said, that management or the fundamentals of management are the same everywhere. You just must employ the right people to do the right things, and it should be fixed. It is just because maybe previously people didn't see it as one of the unique selling propositions of public places. And now we know that, especially how Ghanaians have shown their interest in the Kwame Nkrumah Park and the love you've shown us in the past 1 week, that, you've done well. We know that you are going to put special binoculars on that one as well, to make sure that we do the right things.
What happened to the city tour of Accra? I mean, that was launched by the Ghana Tourism Authority.
City tour of Accra.
Yes, you launched this bus. Taking
the bus. Yes.
Around Accra to be, looking at various sites.
It's working. Last Friday, it was parked at Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park.
Has it been done in other regions?
Come again?
Has it been replicated in other regions?
No. This is the pilot.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So when we are able to prove with numbers that, just like any business does, prove to us that it is viable or feasible to do more in the other regions.
So far, has it proven viable?
I think so. I just don't have the numbers here, but I think so, because somebody saw the bus there on Friday and said, is it possible to have this in my constituency so it can bring people from my constituency to Kwame Nkrumah Park? I said, no, it cannot go outside Accra. It is supposed to move people from one side to the other side within Accra. So it means that people are interested in moving inter-regions. And so sometimes you pick some of these data and then you put them together and make a presentation to the bosses, and the decisions are taken.
So we're waiting for the data. We'll be monitoring.
Yeah.
Because one of the things that we talked about, we said we're going to use it to promote domestic tourism. But let me just find out from you. I mean, because a lot of the time we're focused on, yes, I know that, the Ghana Tourism Authority has been doing, Experience Ghana and everything. But for many, it looks like our focus has been on, our brothers in the diaspora and other people from other parts of the world. Why does it look like we're neglecting domestic tourism?
We haven't. Thanks to GATOF, TUGA, the organizations that promote tourism or that sell tourism directly. They are like intermediaries between government and consumers of tourism. When COVID came in, we noticed that because of the airport challenges and international travels and all of that, we lost, and you could tell from the data, if I should give you the data, you notice that international went extremely low. And so, let me just give you a rough idea. 2019, 1.1 with the year of return, so it is about the highest we've seen. And then 2020, it dipped to 355,108. 2021, we started climbing again, 623,528. And then 2022, 914,892, which gives us hope that this year our target of 1.2 would happen, because halfway into the year, we've already exceeded our target for this half the year. And so if we should go into third quarter, fourth quarter, we know that that is our cocoa season. So definitely we'll be able to meet our target. So with this this data, you can tell that anytime we get anything that will affect flights, we're in trouble with international arrivals or international tourism. So President Akufo-Addo launched the domestic tourism agenda, which is Experience Ghana. TUGA, GATOF, the rest of them, the collection or the collective societies that promote tourism in Ghana, they've helped. And that is why the numbers that I mentioned earlier on, you could see that, yes, your 2017, 2018 looked better too, because at the time there was no COVID. We went down in 2019, 2020, and we are now ascending again.
Okay.
Yeah. And so domestic tourism is not that bad. Again, even if you compare it to the numbers you had in the 17 and 18, we are not too bad knowing where we've come from after COVID. Post-COVID, yes.
But post-COVID, we are rising again when it comes to international.
Yes.
International, we're doing well.
But even domestic too, we are rising.
We're rising, but
yes.
Yes, we are rising.
You think we can do better?
We can do better than what we're doing.
I agree, but that is why you need to help us, media.
That's what we're talking about.
Yes, it's good. We are happy.
Great. But here's a question for you. He says, why are we not selling the capital city? When you arrive in Barcelona or any American state, you see memorabilia about the city or state in your face. I don't see anything about Accra or any of our cities when you visit. That's from a listener.
It's a good point. I have been on the case of Ghana Airport. Poladu Mochiri will tell you that I've visited them several times, even gone for board meetings to join them to convince them that right from the airport, we want visibility. It's a conversation ongoing, and I'm sure they are listening, because at the airport, whilst you wait for your bags, we should sell Ghana to you.
Sure.
And now it's very easy to do with LED screens. At every 3 seconds, it flips, something else comes. Events during the week, places you can visit, what Ghana stands for, all of that. So I am happy somebody is bringing this topic up. It is not out of place, and we are working on it.
Another question is, isn't it about time we reoriented Ghanaians towards knowing the value of tourism? In Dubai, for instance, the whole country walks and talks tourism.
True. We are engaging the Ministry of Education, because I think customer service should not be taught at the university level. If you want tourism to become what we want it to be, customer service should start from class 3 or class 4. Yes. That is how, because Ghana, we are known for hospitality. Oh, Ghana, they pay nipa. But we do not know that that hospitality can be used to make money, can be used for business, instead of just painting our homes when we are getting visitors. But we must do that, put it in the DNA of the Ghanaian growing up. So by the time he begins to work for a corporate house, a restaurant, or a hotel, he knows that I must smile, and the smiling that I'm smiling, it is an agenda to take money. Maybe we can look at what USA does. I mean, USA tipping is allowed, it's legal. It's part of their restaurant, hotel culture. And so you tip the person, next time you go, the person runs to you because the person knows that you will tip anyway. So that's the motivation. But Ghana, we don't have that. We are looking at how we can bridge the two, the USA one and the Ghana one.
I mean, once you talked about education, someone sent me a message about, the Ghana Library Authority, the fact that today the children's library, you would have to pay 500 cedis a year to access that public facility. This is not for you, but they said that, every child between 4 to 17 must pay 500 Ghana cedis to access that. And they asked a simple question: how can people who live around Nima, all those areas, pay 500 Ghana cedis a year to access, the public library? I don't know if you want to make a comment about that.
Some of these decisions are taken by Parliament. Even the Kwame Nkrumah Park, the price is relatively too low.
How much is too low?
5 cedis and 10 cedis.
Yes, it's affordable.
How do you maintain the place?
If we get more people, we can maintain it.
Okay, you want to talk economies of scale?
Yes.
Good, but what if you get too many people? The more you get the people to, the more deterioration.
How much would it cost us to maintain it? You may have done that analysis.
We are not done with that, but I think that 5 cedis against 10 cedis, the whole year, if you look at our highest number ever recorded, 10,000.
In a year?
Yes, by 5 cedis.
10,000 Ghana cedis.
No, 10,000
people visiting
times
Kwame Nkrumah in a year?
Yes.
Okay.
That is before now.
Before now, yes.
Yes. So we can only work with trends.
Yes.
So we can only work with previous highs. Yeah.
We'll come back and talk about that. We need to go for a quick break. But when we return, we're activating the phone lines.
Okay.
So that our listeners can also join us. If they have any questions, they can definitely ask those questions on 0302 216 541 and then 055 1111997. 055 1111997 and then 0302 216 541. We'll be right back.
Say donut. Hey, donut.
Everybody follow not sa malaria. A 3D till no not now. Oh, malaria chill. Oh, popo. What really do? I want the num lonat. A dabako. Num lonat. A damien no. Num lonat. A damiensa. Num lonat. No. Lonat scatter malaria. Lonat ide scatter malaria.
A quality product from Blaze GVS Pharma. Yenshishemu hu se malaria wa wumojam ansana wanum Lonat. Na nam yensearch na malaria no daso wo ho a ko hu doctor.
This advert is FDA approved.
Imagine say water wake up at dawn. E no buff, e no chop. When it vanish for your area for 2 weeks, you not get one drop safe inside your tank.
Hey.
Hajia, our life was in dangerous. Only our neighbor gets water with water tank.
Water tank?
Yes, water tank. Mamma mia, that water tank gets meter for checking water level. That water tank be fine past Kumasi Selenium. That water tank be tough like Ghana Army. That water tank, they carry water pepe, so say some no go left inside the supply tank. What a tank! As my boss, Mr. Poncho, go talk.
Beautiful, durable, with water level indicator and accurate volume of water. Water tank. What a tank. By Duraplast.
Hits 103.9 FM, the official mouthpiece of tertiary institutions, brings you the Hits Tertiary Show. Friday, 21st July 2023, the Hits Tertiary Show stops at the Ghana Communications Technology University in Tesano. Join us as we interact, socialize, and have fun live on Hits 103.9 FM. There'll be loads of fun and entertainment as we deliberate on issues bothering students live on radio. Which tertiary institution do you represent? Watch out for the Hits Tertiary at a campus near you. For enquiries, call 0540-106-467 or 0559-691-797. Go ahead and follow us on social media platforms with the hashtag Hits Tertiary. Hits Tertiary is brought to you by Hits 103.9 FM and partnered by Ghana Communications Technology University, sponsored by Access Bank. More than banking. Unidus Long Love Condoms. Certain moments should last longer. Niche Confectionery. A taste of Ghana.
This is the biggest and the most exciting culinary show in Ghana. 6 tertiary schools presents 3 budding chefs each to battle it out here in the kitchen, knife to knife. It's time to find the toughest, smartest, and the most creative team. Which school will win the ultimate prize and earn the bragging rights as Ghana's tertiary school with the best chefs? Join me, Michelle Adeku, and the judges as we discover the best team who will serve the most amazing cuisines. This is Big Chef Tertiary. Big Chef Tertiary. The kitchen has no boundary.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And this morning, the focus is on tourism, domestic tourism. And we've just been told that in 2022, Abri Gardens had the highest number of domestic visitors, tourists, 154,860, followed by Kakum, 113,769, Kumasi Zoo, 113,582, Cape Coast Castle, 70,322, and Elmina Castle, 58,091. Top 5 for 2022. But of course, Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park now on, and we have about 98,000 plus visitors. Yes, that's the highest we've had in a year.
That's the highest, yes.
Okay, so it means that now that we've renovated the place, it's likely to go up because you put in place all the marketing and promotion. We'll do the math shortly, and we'll use that to look at the rate. But the phone lines have been activated. Now, maybe you have a question you want to ask, or you want to tell us the last time you visited a tourist site in Ghana. What do you believe can be done to enhance domestic tourism in Ghana? That's a conversation I want us to have. But if you have a question also, why not? Join us on 0302-216-541 and then 055-1111-997. So it's Bigo time. Are you worried about your parties, weddings, outdoorings, funerals, hangouts, on what to drink during the celebration, or you're worried about how to celebrate your friends and families during that special occasion? With Bigo, no wahala. Bigo Drinks has made it easy for everyone to enjoy and have the ideal celebration when it comes, because it comes in different and captivating flavors, each one specifically created to enrich every moment and bring vitality to your life. The flavors include cocktail, cola, apple, coconut, lemon, lime, and orange. It comes in 16 and 20 in a pack. A lot to go around in various packs. It's refreshing and of good quality. Infuse color into your life and get rejuvenated. Grab a bottle of your favorite flavor and treat yourself and loved ones to a memorable experience. Bigo Drinks, another quality product from Twellium Industries Limited, and this is FDA approved. So I'm telling you more about Safari Valley Eco Park, which has introduced the Safari Wildlife Experience. So we're talking about tourism. I don't know if you've taken time to be there, but if you've not been there, you're thinking of going to other parts of the world. These days we talk about, let's go to Kenya to go and experience nature. Please, nature is right here in Ghana. Let's go to the Safari Valley Eco Park and experience nature. Look, if you go there and come back, you will thank me.
I'm their biggest advocate.
Exactly. You would love the place. Yeah. And this is right here in Ghana. Yeah. Developed by a private man. Okay, so let's go there. It's only 250 Ghana cedis, starting at 250 Ghana cedis, and it's free for children up to age 6. Look, they've created an environment that fosters the harmonious cohabitation of forest, water, humans, and wildlife, such as zebra, sable antelope, llama, wallaby, fallow deer, Pentagonian mara, and many others. It's only an hour's drive from Accra, and it opens from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. each day. Visit the Safari Valley Eco Park with your friends and family today for the thrill of a lifetime. For more information, visit safarivalleyresort.com. Check out Safari Valley on Instagram or call 059-691-4394. So I'd say our 10th anniversary trip is really vibing, and we can't thank you enough. Our chartered flights on Emirates is fully booked Qatar and UAE combo, and all of Europe trips are sold out already. But there's still good news because we have secured few seats on Emirates to Dubai departing 13th of August and 15th of August, with the rate starting at only $1,650 per person. Also available are the following exciting combo trips in August and September: Nairobi and Dubai with Doreen Andor. See, join Doreen Andor. And South Africa, Victoria Falls and Livingston with Lexus Bill. Singapore, Malaysia and Indonesia with Kwame Dazi. And West Africa road trip to Togo, Benin and Nigeria. You see, there's no excuse not to travel this summer. And there's also the Kigali and Dubai trip with George Quay. Enjoy free pass to Adansi at 10 Gala Dinner in Accra. If you book by July 25, just send hi to Adansi's WhatsApp number 059 385 7002 or call 0556 310404 or visit AdansiTravels.com. Seats are limited. Grab yours now. Adansi at 10. It's a vibe, fuel life's beauty with us this summer. So let's get onto the phone lines now. You can also join us 0302 216 541 and then 055 1111 997. Richard in Achimota, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, Richard.
Listen, a bit of a suggestion here to the minister.
Sure.
I think that most of the time our tourist attractions are not not developed. We don't have good sitting places. We don't have good urinals. We don't have good eating places. So these are very essential items we need at all our tourist sites, especially, let's say, the water bodies. If you have water bodies, no need going to the water, but you can create water sports in the area so that people come, pay money, and then enjoy the activities. There, you make more money. They eat, they have good food to eat, they have good sitting places, and every time they would want to go there. But we don't have these things in place. So when you go there, you don't even have good sitting places. So how do you expect people to go there?
Okay.
These are the things I think the government must look at. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Richard from Achimota. Kwesi is in Teshi. Kwesi, good morning.
Good morning, Minister.
Yes, Kwesi.
I just want to ask the Minister. One of the things that impedes local tourism is the high cost of hotel rooms. It is so expensive. If you go outside Accra, a number of hotel rooms probably get about 400. It's too much. Is there anything that we are doing to help bring the cost down so that families can take vacation outside Accra or somewhere else in the country?
Okay. Let's go to Elvis at Macedonia Junction. Elvis, good morning.
Good morning. Is it Winston, right?
Yes, Winston.
I saw you recently at Amajofi.
Okay.
I was very happy.
How's it?
The grace is sufficient.
Great.
How did you see the attractions over there?
They're beautiful. Very, very beautiful.
I want the government to...
And I love the weather too.
This one you can testify for yourself.
Yes.
We have a very attractive attractions over there. Not one, not two. The ancient cemetery, a whole lot. So we urge Ghanaians to patronize their own. But the road issue as well, but you were there yourself, so you saw the road from Vanne up. I think if the government comes inside, it will be quite better. The roads will be okay, and accessing will be easy.
Okay. Thank you.
The road network is what blocks everything.
Yes. We're talking about that earlier, but we'll ask that specific question. Let's go to Sylvester at Lakeside. Sylvester, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, Sylvester.
Well, I would like to make a comment.
Please go ahead.
And it's about an important tourist site located at Abokobi. It's called the Freddy's Grave.
It's called?
Actually repaired and restored by the Danish embassy in the early 90s and handed over to the Ghanaian government.
You said it's called what?
Freddy's Grave. People call it the Abokobi Sesame Castle. But it's actually a fort.
Oh, okay.
It's located at Abokobi Sesame.
Okay.
It's a popular site that used to host, I think it's one of 19 sites or forts that the Danish used to have in Ghana and used to visit for to pick up slaves for their plantations in Denmark.
Okay. So
now this particular location was restored by the Danish embassy in the early 90s.
Okay.
And handed over to the Ghanaian government. It has a dungeon, it has historical sites, and then the slave homes, sample slave homes that were put up, one for male, one for female. It's a sorry sight to see today. Apparently, I do not know who gave them permission, but it's been converted to a church service premises.
Really?
You should see it. The place is so denigrated that the slave sites that used to house the people have actually broken down. And this is a site that has even the governor from the then times in Denmark. His clothing, his pen, his eating plates, and all those things there. There are samples of diaries that was used as currency in those days.
Okay.
All located in this port. And it's just allowed anything and everything is going on there.
Sylvester, is it where you go through the Presbyterian Church and you climb up the hill through Sesame?
Through Sesame.
Sesame.
It's just about It's about 100 meters up. There's a lorry station at the base.
Okay, I think I know that side. I think I know that. Okay. We'll get the minister to address that one. Thank you very much, Sylvester. We'll pick the last caller for now, and it's Will from Kokomlimle. Will, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Yes, Will.
One thing that most often we don't also talk about is our drivers, especially the taxi drivers. I mean, they are one of the first contacts when tourists visit, right from the airport. You know, there should be some orientation. Once a visitor picks a taxi, there should be basic information that these drivers will give to the tourists. They also charge. Once they identify you as a foreigner or you look like, you can be a Ghanaian, then they feel like, and some of these things affect tourists when they, these are some of the bad things that they take out. Then our restaurants, the hotels charge so much. But one thing I also want to talk about, the minister said about this religious stories, and they keep giving example using the cathedral. They know very well we won't get anything really from the cathedral. That money, if channeled to, develop the tourist sites that we have, you know, we will attract than the money going into cathedral. They should abandon it. They shouldn't just because the president is a president's baby project, all of them will just have to fall in and say it's good. No. That money should be channeled to other existing tourist sites, roads, basic things should be there, like urinal, you know, and the orientation should be given to drivers, taxi drivers, everybody that we meet, restaurants, and we'll see where our tourist industry will go. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Will from Kokomlimle. So Will is making the point, and Will will be our final caller for now. We'll get Marco Krekumante to address these questions, and then we'll come back and pick more of your questions. So Will is talking about even the drivers. If once they realize you are a foreigner, they hit you with an amount that you can't. So when you pay, the next time you go with a bad message. And he's talked about, even the charges of our hotels, and then he adds the religious tourism to it.
Okay. I think that let me touch on the taxi one. We again, through the World Bank support, last year into this year, we've been training taxi drivers and Uber drivers, and I share the pain of those who, especially taxi, because with Uber, it's digital, and so the price is what you see on the screen. But with taxi, we all know the G-Man story.
Yeah,
they say, sometimes they decide to tell you that I didn't know we're coming this far, so I'll charge more.
Exactly.
And then there's confusion, all of that, especially when they notice that you're a foreigner and they want to take advantage of that. And so we are gradually building their capacity to understand that they are the first point of contact when you come into the country. And even domestic tourism, it is important that you treat people well. They are your customers. Your passengers are your customers. And so it's a process. Again, it cannot be an event. We'll continue to do more because somebody can be a driver today, in the next year he's not, and the new person will become a driver, and you continue to train them. And then Fort at Abokobi.
Yes.
I know the place too. You wouldn't kumpa. I think it's a Presbyterian something around that place.
Around that side, yes.
Yes. So we'll give it attention. We'll go and look at it again.
Yeah.
Okay. Roads, Volta. I think we touched on the roads already. It's a peculiar problem with most of our tourist sites. We will not pretend we do not know.
Yeah.
We will not make it look like it is okay. It is not. And we are pushing, and we'll get the budget to fix them. Somebody touched on how we could get places to sleep, places to eat when they go to a tourist site.
Yes, it talked about the attractions not being developed. It talks about the fact that you can have good eating places, good urinals, and water sports even in these, for instance, where you have waterfalls and all of that.
That's a good point. The first time I got to Papai Park, I asked Mr. Karamoni that if I want to sleep, where do I sleep? He said, oh, he's not considering that now. I said, no, you must.
Yeah.
You must. Because sometimes I want to spend days. Do I go back to Accra and come back every day? You lose revenue.
Yeah.
So even if you don't want to do many, you start with a few rooms. Test like pilots. A few months, you see whether you should do more or you shouldn't at all.
Yeah.
Dukrom Safari, he has rooms.
Sure.
Yes. But I'm sure it's all about the objective of the entrepreneur. Why his vision. Some of them will tell you, I do not want to run a sort of hotel because I do not have the skill to manage it. I do not have the temperament to manage it. And so I'm not ready. Come and go home. Some of the places too, they have the capacity to run hotels. So yes, it is a good point. We can only convince the private sector to look at it more.
Yeah, and talking about hotels, there's a question of price. It being expensive.
Yeah. That particular topic, almost every interview I go, it comes up. Especially when they are comparing to some of the countries they visited around the world. Yeah. Yes, it is true, but it's a demand and supply business, and that is why we are trying to create more. We want to be intentional about how we market our tourism to the world. The trick is that at the moment, all the hotels know that our cocoa season is December because your year of return of December in GH. And in February, March, sometimes we are dry. So we wait and then we bill you when you come for December. So if the ministry is able to do more in terms of content or in terms of activities, that will bring people in between January and December. Then they can plan and say, okay, let's reduce our price because between January and December, we are almost every day busy.
But you see, Honorable Marco Krekumente, there are even some hotels outside the capital city that are very expensive.
Yes.
You're talking, and that's the funny part. Over the weekends, that's when they increase the prices.
Demand.
Yes, they saw the demand is high, so they increase the prices.
Yes.
Okay, so
I mean, use Kwewu.
Yeah.
You know Kwewu?
Yeah.
When it is the week for Kwewu, the price is different.
Yeah.
And if it's a package, you might even take all. They don't give it to you for days. It's a package. But can you blame the entrepreneur? He's also made some investments, sometimes a bank loan and all of that, and they must go back and pay. So we are just we must just find a midpoint where we can create. Yesterday we had a meeting on that. How do we create more of, instead of just thinking of December in GH, last quarter, how do we make our first quarter busy? Second quarter, what do we put in there? Like next month we're doing Panafest. Definitely it's going to get busy. I am informed that December our rooms for hotels are already full. Already.
Oh.
Yes.
As we speak.
As I speak, yes. So last week I gave the phone number of Chada to one of the director of tourism to engage Chada for rooms for December.
Oh, okay.
Because it's already full.
That's an opportunity.
Correct. And
for
so
people to also start building.
Correct. So again, that's why we are asking people. So those who have the money, that's why I'm communicating some of these concepts to you. So you can take advantage of that. And then when they know that it is no more going to be just December, now first quarter there's something. There's an area that we never talk about whenever I go for these interviews. Most of the time when I go for interviews, David Akwete will tell you his concentration was just tourist site. And I've seen that too today. So just give me about 2 minutes to touch on something. Tourism is actually based on 4 elements. 1 is meeting. 2, incentive. Incentive is your area. Most of the media personalities talk about incentive. That is experience. 3rd, conference.
Yeah.
4th, event.
Sure.
Good. So it's a strategy that you can use to make money for your country.
Exactly.
So the person who spoke about the National Cathedral is often thinking just experience. That's why he said the National Cathedral, we shouldn't waste our time. The National Cathedral alone in your country, almost every religion, almost every Christian sect that will think of having a meeting or a conference in Africa, if we have the National Cathedral, Ghana will come first. As I talk to you, a Kanka is a Kanka. They're having a meeting here.
And in your report, I mean, I mentioned this earlier this morning about how, business, your visit, transit, holiday or vacation, conference, study, teaching, official or government affairs, convention, culture, health, and sports.
Good.
Will bring people into Ghana. And I was sharing the figures.
Good.
That, business, for instance, gives us is what about 30% more of business. Yes. So you
see? So we must not just consider that we can use experience or tourist sites as addenda. Like recently, the Zambian president was here.
Yeah.
On Saturday, he went to the Kwame Nkrumah Park. That is not his call, but that is addenda or addendum. He had come in Ghana and he wants to visit some of the sites. Bonus. But we can, like Global Citizen.
Yeah.
It brought a lot. People traveled from South Africa, Nigeria, all to just come and witness Global Citizen. December in GH, Afro Nation, Afro Chella, events, conference, Ekanka, religious tourism. I'm happy you mentioned sports. We can be sure of how much All Africa Games will bring to us next year. That's why Qatar will spend a lot of money to host the World Cup. So these are some of the areas I think we should educate Ghanaians on. Because all of them think that tourism is just about visiting sites. No.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Great. So let's see. Okay, so we've talked about the high cost of hotels. We've talked about drivers and their charges. We've talked about... Richard's point was having good eating places and all of that at these areas also. We've touched on that also.
Yes.
Let's see if we could just pick 3 more calls. I'm told that time is not our friend. Let me just chip this in and I'll let you wrap up, Honorable Mark Okrekumante. So let me introduce to you the newly super delicious and yummy Macberry Twist Cupcake. The Macberry Twist Cupcakes are baked with natural ingredients and come in 2 flavors, vanilla and chocolate. They taste as good as they look, and the best part is they're affordable. Hurry, get a whole pack for your family. Macberry Twist Cupcake is healthy and comes in handy as portable snack for your kids to eat and share with friends at school. Indulge in a deliciously baked and irresistible taste of Macberry Twist Cupcake and enjoy the goodness in every bite. It is available in every supermarket and provision shop near you. Macberry Twist Cupcake, simply irresistible, and this is FDA approved. So, let's look at it. I mean,
but there's some good news.
What's the good news?
I just had a message. Says that GIPC is doing the airport branding. We are currently reviewing the contract with DDP. Hopefully, we'll start in August. We have videos that showcase Ghana across various sectors that will play on 16 screens.
Okay.
Both at arrival, departure, and carousel areas. Yes. So that's
great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only on Joy, yes.
Yes, only on Joy.
Yes.
That's very important.
It just came in. So you actually ignited that.
Yes. And once you made the point, they've responded.
Yes.
Like you stated, they were listening.
Yeah, they were.
And so they responded.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, let's wrap it up. And for many of us who are listening today, we'll ask the question, going forward, what is going to change? Going forward, what would be, what would change about our strategy when it comes to tourism?
Okay. Going forward, we are working with Ministry of Education. I think that it starts from mindset. And I'm happy you touched on the Dubai one. That you said somebody sent you or something.
A message, yeah.
it is in the DNA of the people that everybody knows that they are selling tourism.
Sure.
I've been to Dubai about twice or thrice. One of them, I had to go to the airport at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. and I gave the driver time to pick me up. When I delayed for 10 minutes, not as in delay as in time to get to the airport, but I gave him, say, around 1:30. He noticed it was 1:40 and I was not coming out. I met him on the staircase. So I asked him, where are you going? He said, your time. And because you told me, I thought you were oversleeping. I was coming to wake you up.
Wow.
That shows that he understands that how happy he can make you can bring you back.
Sure.
The next time I went to Dubai, I gave him a phone call. I couldn't reach him. I sent him a message. He was not responding. I went to Dubai, came back. He responded and said, he saw my message. What was up? I said, I was coming back to Dubai. I still wanted to roll with him. He said, he had gone for holidays. He's actually Lebanese or something. So he was not in town. He was sorry and all of that. Costa Rica, another person did that. He asked me, what kind of music do you listen to? I still have listened to him. Mauricio. I said, in Ghana, we listen to High Life and Hip Life. The next day when he came back to pick me up, we was playing a Match Day in the car.
Wow.
Because they are deliberate. They understand that the nation survives on that.
Yeah.
And that is what we want to emulate. We want every element in the ecosystem to understand that it is a new agenda. If you didn't know, there's a new cocoa, there's a new gold, there's a new oil. But every person in Ghana has a role to play, including Winston. And that's why you brought me here this morning.
Yeah.
Everybody has a role to play. And we'll all benefit. The beauty about this is that the money actually goes to private sector.
Exactly.
It doesn't come to government.
Yeah.
So government is only taking money from some place. And then government is investing into tourism for us all to benefit. And so President says that after the Kwame Nkrumah Park next year, it will even start from this year. We are looking at okay, we've done some of the dementia. Okay, we've done that already. We're looking at some new places that we must fix. Okay, amphitheaters. I'm sure you know about that.
Yeah.
They've started. Kumasi is ongoing. Takrady started. Accra started. We are doing 5 of that this year into next year. That is for the tourism, art and culture space. The Creative Arts School is 70% done in Kumasi, Kwadaso. We are supposed to give a facelift to Shai, Mole, Kakum National Parks, Elmina Castle, Cape Coast Castle. We are supposed to build Heroes Park in honor of Big Six. Chebi Heritage Museum, Nagbewa Square in honor of Heroes of the North, amongst others.
All of these are starting this year?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Mark Wekre-Kubante, thank you very, very much for joining us, and he's Deputy Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture. This is the Super Morning Show. We'll be right back.
Kaja Israel, kama Egypt, kaja Ethiopia, kaja Sudan, waja shong. Kaja Yikushima, wani me kona me waja shong.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best. On Joy 99.7 FM.
This is the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. Now, I've been telling you this morning about Safari Valley Eco Park, which has introduced the Safari Wildlife Experience by creating an environment that fosters the harmonious cohabitation of forest, water, humans, and wildlife such as zebra, sable antelope, llama, wallaby, fallow deer, Pentagonian Mara, and many others, where everyone can come and experience these majestic creatures at a starting price of 250 Ghana cedis and free for children up to 6 years. It's only an hour's drive from Accra, open 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. each day. Visit Safari Valley Eco Park with your friends and family today for the thrill of a lifetime. For more information, visit safarivalleyresort.com. Check out Safari Valley on Instagram or call 0596 914394. So let me tell you about Big Chef Tertiary. The kitchen has no boundary, and Big Chef Tertiary is back, and this time it's the maiden edition of the tertiary version. 6 tertiary institutions, each represented by 3 contestants, have come to cook, battle for the bragging rights, cash prize, and loads of products from sponsors for their schools and themselves. So which of the schools are you an alumni of, and which of them are you rooting for? Is it Takrady Technical University, Cape Coast Technical University, Accra Technical University, Ho Technical University, Koforidua Technical University, or Kumasi Technical University? Which school will emerge the ultimate winner of the maiden edition of Big Chef Tertiary? Big Chef Tertiary shows every Sunday 5 p.m. on Joy Prime and repeats on Tuesdays at 11 a.m. and Thursdays at 3 p.m. Big Chef Tertiary is proudly sponsored by Frytol Cooking Oil, Fortune Rice, Synthes Tank, Niche Chocolate Drink, Access Bank, and YouFresh. Big Chef Tertiary, the kitchen has no boundary. Joy Prime, the ultimate experience. So Hits 103.9 FM, the official mouthpiece of tertiary institutions, brings you the Hits Tertiary, and it's on the 21st of July 2023. The Hits Tertiary stops at the Ghana Communication Technology University, TESANO. Join us as we interact, socialize, and have fun with the students on the 21st of July 2023 from 2 p.m. live on Hits 103.9 FM. There will be loads of fun entertainment as we deliberate on issues bothering students live on radio. Which tertiary institution do you represent? Watch out for the Hits Tertiary at a campus near you. For enquiries, call 0540106467 or 0559691797. Follow us on social media with the hashtag Hits Tertiary. Hits Tertiary is brought to you by Hits 103.9 and partnered by the Ghana Communications Technology University. Sponsors Access Bank, More Than Banking, Unidos, Long Love Condoms, Certain Moments Should Last Longer, and Niche Confectionery, a taste of